Hi, I'm God. You're listening to Living Podcariously, a mouth hug friendly podcast.
Adam, I want to caress the tip of your dick with the back of my tongue.
You're listening to Living Podcariously, bringing you real men's perspectives, unfiltered, unapologetic, and uncensored. Recorded live in the Living Podcariously studio in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida.
And welcome to Living Podcariously. I'm going to stop saying the numbers of the shows because Tach doesn't like that anymore, so I'll just say welcome. I won't say the number.
45?
Actually, I'm going to say it this time because Tach's not here to give me. Yeah, I think we're on episode number 45. I'm Adam. I'm one of your hosts, and there is no Tach this week, but sitting in his chair.
Actually, it's my chair. I just let him borrow it every week.
Yeah.
But I'm Andrea Joy.
All right, and sitting on the lady Chase.
Oh, hey, it's Jay Alvarez, and I feel like a pretty little princess today.
Hey.
On my leopard print little lady chaise.
And Jay, you brought somebody up in studio with you this week. Who'd you bring?
I did. Not to be outdone by Tach and Holly, who apparently does exist, so I have to eat a lot of crow. Crow is delicious. I hear the ribeye of the sky right next to the sandhill crane.
Ribeye of the sky.
Yeah, quite tasty. A little gamey, but I'm all right with eating crow. Holly, was great having you if you're listening. I'd love to see you again.
She listens all the time. She calls this Tach 101.
That is true. I forgot about that. So yeah, with me is my girlfriend Lareyne, who, unless you want to say something, we'll just be hanging out in the background today.
Hi, Lareyne. Nice to see you.
Hi, thanks for having me.
She exists, Tach. See, she exists. She came in. Jay proved it a lot sooner than you did, Tach. I'm just going to say.
They met her off property. Off property. Yeah, they met her outside of the studio. Yeah.
Yeah,
but apparently you don't really exist until you're in studio, so that's fine. That means there's 12 people in the world? How many people have we had in studio?
That's a good point.
It's like Facebook. It's not official.
Yeah, that's right.
We've seen Lareyne before, though. Lareyne's come out to several of the comedy shows that we've been to see you do performances at, as well as Ray. Mm-hmm. There's a connection there somehow.
Maybe the same mom and dad.
Do we not want to say that? You are Jay's brother, or Jay's sister. You guys are related.
Yes.
As most of you know, my mom's side of the family is from Claxton, Georgia, so this is actually just normal for us. Yes, Lareyne is indeed Ray Brito's sister.
Yep,
yes.
Cool. Yeah.
Friend of the podcast, friend of the world.
You got Lareyne, you got the looks out of the family. I'll just tell you that now. You look nothing like Ray, which is a good thing because that might make things really weird for Jay in the bedroom.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, Ray always looked like a gentle lover. So. No, they're siblings because they both listen to ska, though. I was like, yep.
There you go.
That apple did not fall far.
I listen to ska and just about every other type of genre that's out there.
Look, we all listen to ska, but most of us have the decency not to admit it in public.
Yeah, though, that's a good point. All right, so Lareyne's up here. That's cool. We're again, like I said, we're without Tach this week. He has conflicts with work, or maybe it's a booty call with Holly. I'm not really sure why he's out this week, but no Tach this week. We will be having a little bit later in studio stopping by. The guys from Hot Pink are going to stop in. No performance, I don't think. I think they're just going to come by and hang out and shoot the shit with us. We always invite them in as much as they want to come in.
Everyone's a fan of the Hot Pink.
That's right, Hot Pink Center. Gotta love it. All right, so Andrea did a little bit of research for us when you mentioned that Lareyne was coming up, and I think she found something that we want to do on the show.
I was going to say, I don't think it's much of research, as in a little couples quiz we're all going to take together, since we have two couples in here right now. So,
is this where we say we already did the quiz and we're just going to ask them for their input?
No, well, we can say it too.
Okay, hang on just 1 second, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not hearing you come in so great. Are you getting a lot of background noise?
Echo like a bitch.
Yeah.
All right, back to the relationship quiz.
Yep, when you're ready.
All right, so we're going to take this so everyone can pick their answers together as a couple.
All right, Andrea, before you start the questions, could you explain how it works? Are they multiple choice, or are they...
There are multiple choice questions.
All right.
And you come to a decision together as a couple to answer it.
Okay.
So, you and your partner are taking a walk in the park. One of you spots $50 that fell out of an elderly lady's purse. After discussing the situation, what do you and your partner do with the money? 1. Each of you wants to do something different and can't decide on whether to keep it or give it back. 2. One of you runs up to the woman and gives it to her. 3. One of you stuffs the money in your pocket and acts as if nothing happened.
Okay, so one is we can't agree, and we just, I guess, stay there in a frozen stasis because we can't move on from that until we decide.
Yes.
Because that's where it ends. I mean, it just says you can't figure it out, and you stay there.
That's like the New York
memoriam.
thing. That's like the New York thing, dude. I didn't see anything. Nothing happened here. Move on.
Well, so you just walk away like nothing. Okay, I thought you were just stuck there hovering over the 50. Like, what do we do? And you never move.
That could be it.
Because you can't make a decision, so you just die there
until someone else comes and swoops it up from under you.
Yeah. Okay, that's probably like a chipmunk will probably pick it up or something. And they're like, well, I guess it's out of our hands now, and we walk away. Okay, so I get that.
Adam, what would you do?
I would give it back to the lady.
I would give it back too. So we're give it back.
All right, we're give it back. What do you guys do?
I don't know. Staying in the same spot for the rest of eternity sounds pretty amazing.
Give it back.
No, I totally give it back.
Okay.
All right.
So next,
I secretly want to take the 50 because I need money.
I always want to take the 50. Yeah, no. If we were discussing it, if we didn't see it fall out of you just walk.
Oh, sure.
You just kind of stumble across a $50 bill. Haha. My comeuppance has arrived.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Number 2. You are friends with another couple. You know that one of the people in that couple had an affair. Do you tell the spouse that his or her partner had an affair? Number 1. One of you wants to tell the spouse and the other doesn't. Number 2. We talk to the spouse having the affair and encourage him or her to come forward about it. Number 3. We tell him or her because we would want them to do the same. Or number 4, we keep it to ourselves because they are both our friends.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is a novela question. This is every Latino actually lives for this moment.
I would want to tell. What would you do?
Personally, it's not my business. I would leave it the hell alone. I wouldn't bring it up to either one of them. Even if like my boy was the one who cheated on his girl, I'd be like, dude, good on you, but whatever. Just maybe not good on you, but that's your business. I don't need to know about that. That's between you and her.
So where one of us wants to tell and one doesn't.
I probably wouldn't get involved either.
You'd stay out of it?
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I don't think I would want to get in that mix. That's just you're starting problems. I would never tell the person who got cheated on. You know what I mean? I'd never tell the girl like, "Hey, your boy kind of did something on the side." Well, unless I was trying to hook up with her. Well, hang on a minute. Maybe this just changed the game a little bit.
Wait, no, you already have someone. You're not hooking up with someone else. It's a relationship quiz.
Oh, I gotcha.
Jay?
I mean, I don't want to tell them either, but not because I don't want to get involved. I just want to watch the drama unfold. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
a live Maury Povich show.
So one of you wants to tell, one doesn't?
Like, I don't know. Well, she doesn't want to tell them. I don't want to tell them, but I want to keep it to myself for nefarious reasons. It has nothing to do with, I don't want to get involved. And like, I would passive aggressively mention things, you know what I mean?
All right,
just to kind of egg on an argument.
To yourselves. Gotcha. Number 3. You have extra money in the budget this month, and each of you wants to buy something with it. You don't have enough money to buy both things, so who buys what they want first? Number 1, you fight over it for days and finally decide who gets to buy what he or she wants. Number 2, one of you gets something all the time, so why should this time be different? Number 3, we figure out who bought something last and give the other person the chance to buy what he or she wants. Or 4, we both decide to wait until we have enough money to get both things.
We buy her pop toys.
That's a tough one too. I would probably go with we wait till we have money to buy something together.
I agree with you.
I would kind of lean towards maybe I got the last thing, so why don't you get yours? But I think I'd be leaning more towards.
And I would just get what you wanted because that's the kind of person I am.
Aww.
So we'll wait.
I'd agree with that, but I can't turn down some pop figures.
Yeah, I'm getting her pop figures.
What are pop figures?
Like they are the bobblehead of the future, sir.
Really?
Yeah, they're like little vinyl action figures. Here, you explain it.
They don't bobble.
No bobbles?
They're just little like plastic toys. They make them for all sorts of different pop culture.
Oh, cool. Can you
films, TV shows?
Is that what I see everybody that's buying the 3D printers and making all of their own stuff now, where they'll make their own little 3-inch, 4-inch little figurines?
So I'm getting a 3D printer, I guess.
Oh.
Ooh.
Merry Christmas, Jay.
Well, that old lady isn't getting her $50 back. That just went to the 3D printer.
It's okay. Christmas is like 343 days away, so you got time to save up for it.
Why do you have that number on the top of your head?
I don't even know if it's right.
Asians, check our math. Oh, no, I feel bad with that. Oh.
All right, number 4. The holidays are coming up.
Wait. So where what was that? Where are we on that answer, though?
Oh, I thought you're going to get her. She gets to pick.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You let her pick a present.
Whatever you want. You're so pretty.
Aww.
Whatever you want.
We're seeing a whole nother side of Jay up here in studio. I'm just saying. So side question for you, Lareyne. Do you listen or have you, and I assume you probably listen to your brother's show. You've listened to his show a lot.
Yeah.
Have you listened since you started dating Jay? Have you started listening to Living Podcariously and the Twisted 10 to get the J101 type, like, personality traits behind the scenes?
I'm going to walk out on this one. Here you go.
I actually have been listening since Ray was on the show. That's the first time I've heard of the show, and I've been listening since. But
it does help.
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah.
I listened.
Yeah,
I found out a lot of stuff I did not need to know.
When when our personalities really portray themselves on these shows, it does kind of help you learn a lot about your guy or your girl or whatever before really getting to know them in person. But all right, just wondering.
All right, number 4. The holidays are coming up. Each one of your families wants to see you. One of you doesn't want to be on the road the whole day. How do you decide which family to spend the holiday with?
Oh God.
1. You split up and visit each of your families separately. 2. You decide not to spend the holidays with either side and spend it together alone. 3. You visited one family last year and now you're spending the holiday with the other side. 4. One of you doesn't like your in-laws, so you think you should just visit your family. 4. This is a tough one. You can't decide.
This will be the first set of holidays you guys have dated. When did you guys start dating?
Almost 2 months ago.
2 months ago? So you went through the holidays together?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did, but we both did our own thing.
Well,
it was still new.
Kind of a new relationship, yeah.
This question sounds like the families are far apart. Ours are really close, so.
Yeah, my whole family lives in Brevard. Yours, for the most part, is between here and Palm Beach, isn't it? Yeah.
So we'll say that they live far, so you have to like plane or drive.
I'm the type, my optimal thing would be, we spend it with your family 1 year, we spend it with my family the next year, and then the third year we spend it by ourselves.
100% agree.
No, yeah, like a 3-year rotation. It's like our holiday, then their holiday, then her holiday.
If one of those options wasn't have both families come to my house, then I would go with that option as well. I don't remember all the choices, but yeah, I'd go 1 year, one family, the next year, the next family, etc.
Everyone agrees on that?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Number 5. One of you gets a huge promotion at work and has to relocate. The other can't move because it will end up in a big pay cut. Each of you doesn't want to give up your job. What do you do? 1. You really don't know what to do. 2. You decide to relocate because you know it's important to your partner. 3. The one who received the huge promotion turns it down since if the other loses his or her job, it will cancel out the pay increase anyway. Or 4. Live separately and have a long-distance relationship.
Definitely no to long distance.
That's the same thing Andrea said earlier to that. Yeah, no to long distance.
Yeah, that was the easy one to cut out. Well, considering we have kids and stuff, it's going to be harder for us to decide anything. So I really don't know what to do on this one. I would pick number 1. Don't really know what to do.
The big promotion is a difficult one because if it helps the family, in our situation, if it helps the family, then I'd say, the person that's not getting the big promotion, that's a difficult thing to do too, though.
But with the kids, with their...
Yeah.
Yeah, my thing would be
parents.
how big is the raise? Because, their one option says that the promotion and the pay cut would counteract each other, but what if, one of us is now making $1 bajillion a year? Then at that point, I'll stay at home and, sure, I don't care. We're making a shit ton more money.
Well, Adam won't stay at home and cook. Adam will stay home and play video games.
Damn right. If it's significant enough of a raise that you're about to make where I can be the stay-at-home dad, I'll move to fucking Timbuktu. I'll be there.
But you have to clean and cook.
Yeah. If it's a good enough raise that we can hire a maid I can move to play video games.
I'm not working all the time while you sit on your ass playing video games.
Oh, so now it's about me? I see how this is working. I see what's going on
No,
here.
if you got the big raise...
Mommy, Daddy, I don't like it when you fight.
I would do all the cooking and cleaning. We wouldn't hire a maid. It's a waste of money.
You'll be working 9 to 5. You can come home and still do it. It'll be all right. No, that's a difficult one.
So we don't know what to do on that one.
I would probably say what's the most cost effective, like what would allow us to live a more comfortable lifestyle. Like if it would be between the one who gets a raise. We either move where the raise is if it's financially beneficial. If we're going to end up breaking even, then we might as well just stay where we are because we're breaking even.
Yeah, agreed. I don't know what to choose for that then.
So you don't know what to do. You decide to relocate because it's important to your partner. So it must mean their job's really important. They love it. Or the one who received the huge promotion turns it down since, oh no.
Wasn't there an option that says, I don't know?
Yeah, I'm going to go with
too hard to decide.
There's more variables.
Okay. All right. Number 6. An ex contacts one of you and you see nothing wrong with having a friendly relationship with him or her. The other is not sure about it and feels threatened. What do you do? Note, you must decide on what each of you would do if you were in this situation. Number 1, you are not sure what you would do or you can't decide on only one of the above choices. Number 2, you would never talk to your ex again no matter if she or he contacts you. Number 3, you stand your ground and assure your partner that it means nothing. Number 4, you back out of a friendly relationship and tell the ex to leave you alone.
We've never really discussed this, but I don't really think there's a problem with being friends with your exes.
Yeah, no, I mean, you know how I am with my son's mom, so that's cool.
Oh, I didn't even consider that. I wasn't even thinking like
Yeah, we both have kids with our exes, so
ex-wives and ex-husbands with kids. Yeah.
Yeah, so that contact's going to be inevitable.
Yeah, but you got 2, and both of them are opposite. So
not 2 kids, 2 exes.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 ex-wives. But hey, you're okay with me having friendships with my ex-girlfriends? Just not my ex-wives?
It depends on who they are and what they're doing.
I would probably say, given those choices, if you have a problem, then I would cut that friend loose. Because you're the one I'm serious about. So in this situation, I would, if you really have a serious problem, back out of the friendship with the ex and, to appease your wishes or your desires or something like that. I'm the same way though, Lareyne. I don't have, with her ex-boyfriends or whatever, I really could care less. I mean, unless, there was...
Because my ex-boyfriends don't show up ever.
Well, that's true. Unless there was an obvious issue, doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah,
So do you stay friends with them and just tell your partner it means nothing? Do you never talk to them again even if they contact you? Do you nicely tell the ex to, leave us alone? Or you can't decide?
I mean, I probably wouldn't start a friendship with an ex anyway. I mean, if it was something that happened out of the blue, like we bumped into each other and things were cool, I mean, yeah, we'd probably chat occasionally, I guess. If she had a problem with it, I'd probably be like, yeah, no, not so much. Unless it's like, like my son's mom, for that, like, hey,
I think that's
you gotta
different.
trust it. There's nothing here.
I definitely think that if it's an ex that's a parent that you share a kid, that's totally different.
Okay, so we'll rule the co-parent out.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, if it wasn't, unless it was a relationship unless it was a friendship that I've had since before, yeah, I'd probably say trust me. But if it just sparked up out of nowhere, no new friends. Yeah, I'm not making new friends. I'm friends with the people I want to be friends with. If you're not in my life now, then I'm done.
You're dead to me.
Yeah, I'm not really that worried about it.
So what's y'all's answer?
I think we answered it. Did we not answer it?
We did. Yeah.
We all gave ambiguous as shit.
Yeah, I guess
our answer was you back out of a friendly relationship and tell the ex to leave you alone.
Okay.
I wouldn't back out because there wouldn't be one.
So you would never talk to your ex again, no matter if he or she contacts you?
Oh, that's probably the most appropriate or the closest.
Yeah, I feel like that's a little more there's a little more animosity with that. Yeah, than I mean for it. But yeah, I probably just wouldn't talk to my ex.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, like I mean, if we pass each other at the grocery store, like, hey, how are you? Hey, good. We might catch up, but I'm not talking. We're not friending each other on Facebook or anything.
All right, this is the last one. Think about the last time your partner did something that upset you that you didn't bring up. Talk about the issue right now. When you are done, which best describes your conversation? Number 1, you and your partner don't have any issues to discuss right now. You and your partner are, 2, you and your partner are still fuming about it and have decided to discuss it later after the quiz. Number 3, you and your partner listened and talked about how he or she could improve.
They're so young in the relationship, though. You guys might not have had any kind of issues.
We're
yet.
Still pretty deep in the
So
honeymoon
no
phase.
issues?
I
We
mean,
don't have any.
they don't have
right
any
now.
issues.
it took a little bit of convincing for me to start leaving a toothbrush at her place. I mean, I guess that's...
Oh.
Yeah.
You peed on the tree. That's what you just did.
Well, she was the one convincing me to do it. I was like, I don't know that I want to start nesting right away.
Oh, I was wrong. There's
or
another.
brushing his teeth, dental hygiene.
Yeah, like she's looking out for me. She's like, yeah, but if you stay the night, you have no way to brush your teeth.
That's true.
And I was like, yeah, but I'm also nesting, and this is, I don't know. I don't know. I'm bad at
Toothbrush
this.
is okay.
Toothbrush is a pretty big commitment for a guy. You gotta, I'm just
Thank you.
saying.
When
Thank
I
you.
first met you, you had like 4 girls' toothbrushes at your house.
That's a girl.
Because it means nothing for women.
Yeah, that's
you
a girl
just
thing.
leave things laying all over the place.
It's all right, I clean
whenever
the
a woman
toilets
sleeps
with
with
them.
when a woman sleeps with a new guy, the biggest prize out of that is a new T-shirt. Yeah. And then you start leaving your toothbrush and shit everywhere. That's a thing for you. Like for us, it's like, no, I want no evidence that I was here. Yeah, I don't know.
You gotta push the button on the side to activate them. Turn them on.
All right. This is 8. Your partner's best friend hits on you. Do you tell your partner and risk that the friendship will end, or spare your partner's feelings and keep it secret? 1, you make the best friend tell your partner and stay out of it. Number 2, you are torn and can't come to one decision. Number 3, you keep it a secret so your partner doesn't get hurt. Or number 4, what kind of friend hits on his or her friend's partner? You tell their partner so he or she can deal with it in the way he or she feels fit.
Now let's qualify this. Are we swingers in this scenario, or?
No.
Oh no.
This is
okay.
us for real.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, monogamous, no polyamory. All right.
They're living in Utah.
So my best friend would probably be like Jeremy.
So if a gay guy hit on me, do I tell you? That's the situation here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would tell you. What was one of the options to tell the friend that's hitting on me to kind of just blow it off? And
You tell, you make your best friend tell the partner, or you're torn and can't come up with a decision, or you keep it a secret so your partner doesn't get hurt, or you tell your partner so they can deal with it with their friend.
It might deal on a level of hitting on me, because if he says, and it's bad because we're using Jeremy in the situation, but if he hits on me and says, I like that shirt or something like that, that's not really hitting. But if he's,
No, he comes up to you and says, I want to feel the tip of your dick in the back of my throat.
Does he say this while my dick is out?
No.
Okay.
It would be weird if it was.
Yeah, I think I gotta tell you.
You'd tell me?
Yeah, I think I gotta tell you and
Yeah.
Adam, I want to caress the tip of your dick with the back of my tongue. Like that's what he says.
Jay,
Yes.
that just became a sound drop.
So what about
Yep.
you guys?
I'm telling you. Yeah.
Telling?
Yeah, I'd tell you as well. I'd also tell the friend and knock it off.
Yeah. No, it's totally like, you need to back all the fuck away from me right now, and I need to go find Lareyne.
All right. Our quiz results. We actually both got the same. Yep. You and your partner have good communication skills, but sometimes you do have trouble coming to a decision on certain issues.
That's every relationship in the world. All right.
Yeah, where did you get this from? The same place you get the horoscope? Like this is.
Oh, that's good.
You will take a break on the podcast.
Good find. Where did you find the quiz?
lmagazine.com.
Love to know.
Well, there you go. All right. Well, we're going to take a break in studio. When we come back, we've got James sitting on our couch over here from Hot Pink. So we'll come back and say hi to him and join him. He'll join us for the rest of the show. Listen to a little bit of DJ Gil Lugo, and we'll be right back.
This and like that and like this and it's like that and like this and like that and it's like this and like that and like this and it's like that and like this and like that and Can we do it again? Do the Harlem Shake.
Hey, it's Adam. If you enjoyed the content or the cast of Living Podcariously, be sure to check out the other show we produce. It's called The Twisted 10. Each week, a host or a guest host takes over the show and brings their own unique and original top 10 list to the show. Here's a few examples. Top 10 crazy religious practices. Top 10 sexual fetishes. Twisted Guinness World Records. Top 10 possible human extinction events. And my personal favorite, top 10 best or worst infomercial products. As you can see, the content is all over the place for the show. However, it is a lot of fun to produce, and we hope you like it. As always, thanks for listening. right, welcome back to Living Podcariously. So we've determined, Jay, that we fit the horoscope of every other couple out there. Not me and you as a couple, I mean us two couples together in the room.
I find that you and I as a couple, we escape definition, Adam.
Hey, we both have beards and we know how to change tires.
Yes.
So we don't, that meme does not apply to us.
Yes.
At all. Looks like Oliver has found a new friend to hang out with. So, hey, joining us for this segment in the show is James Spiva from Hot Pink. Is it Spiva or Spiva? I never get it right.
Spiva.
It is Spiva?
The
Cool.
eye is long.
The eye is long. Nice.
The eye is long and the days are
It's a
short.
long eye you have there.
The other guys aren't joining us tonight, huh? They,
That's right.
They
Yeah,
had to bail on us?
We're all kind of dealing with sickness and lameness and
Because
other
there wasn't a
terminal
band
illnesses.
playing.
He's been stricken with the lame.
Bring out your dead.
You guys don't play at a bar this weekend and you all get sick.
Yeah, that happens.
Just push him off if you get away.
That boat too was, I think, the
Yeah.
change in the cold and the hot, kind of did a.
Yeah, that's right. So we went and see Hot Pink. I know we talked about this last week, Jay. I don't think you were here on the last show. No, you weren't. You were
No, last week I was away with life.
So we went to see Hot Pink out on the Indian River Queen, and we covered the whole thing last week on the show, but that was a blast. Granted, the day we went, it was so rough that the boat never left the dock. However, the show still went on. The boat was powered on, so at least some of our money went towards gas, I guess. I don't know. But they still played the full show, and it was rocking because it was so rough, like we were out in the middle of the river, but we stayed at the dock. But that was a really, really fun show.
It was fun.
was
It's
fun.
different, it's something different.
Yeah.
It would be great to be out on the water, though.
Yeah.
That would
It
be
was
really
probably
cool.
best we didn't go out because the the wind's picking up like it was. I think that the captain was like, it's going to be sketchy if we go out on this, and people are going to be getting kind of sick. And I think half the people on the boat were glad we didn't go out because it would have been.
The other half were 3 sheets to the wind already anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered.
You'd probably need an Italian boat captain to want to take it out there and risk all that.
Your boat captain today is Mario Andretti. What the fuck?
Yeah, we had a couple people with us, I think, that were still drunk from the night before. I'm like, I don't know them.
Yeah, well, no, we had a good time. And you said, so you mentioned something during the break while we were snacking, is the Friday night show, you guys included a different ensemble group. Well, not different, but an additional ensemble with you.
Yeah. We got these guys, Brian, Nick, and Marco, that come over from Orlando, and they play horns. They got a sax player, a trombone player, and a trumpet player, and really just adds a lot to the sound. And we did last December, not this past December, but the one before that, we did a big Motown show thing at the Cocoa Village Playhouse. And we did a bunch of old Motown music and stuff, and we'd written out a lot of charts and stuff for a horn section for that. So we brought some of that back, and Spencer charted out some other stuff, some new stuff that we do that had them with it. But that's just such a bigger sound, and we really like being able to do new stuff like that. And we figured, if people are kind of, coming out to see us on this boat and, all that, we'd like to give them a little something extra. And unfortunately, we're not, able to join us on that.
That would have been really, really neat. See, I played trombone in high school, but I don't think I could hit a note to save my life now.
So on Sunday, we missed the horns and the boat ride.
Hey, you could have told me the boat went out. I wouldn't have known any better.
We didn't hit any icebergs.
That is true. I thought we
Could've been a
would
lot
that
worse.
time. I mean, it was the Florida winter.
Yeah.
We survived the 7th through the 9th of January. Whew, it's over.
Andrea and I got for the kids for Christmas, or was it Santa Claus? Was it Santa Claus?
I think Santa Claus.
Santa Claus got for the kids for Christmas Rock Band 4 and 2 guitars, drums, and the microphone. And let me tell you, I think I know what I'm doing to be in a band now. I'm just
that's
saying.
so funny that you said that, because last night I was playing Guitar Hero 3 Rock Legends with my girlfriend, who's apparently a fucking wizard at it.
Really?
Yeah,
Ooh.
she tears it up, and I cannot play Guitar Hero at all, and it's because it's so damn different to playing a real guitar that it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make
And I'm not
any
much of a
sense.
guitarist anyways, but I will say we used to, whenever that Beatles rock band came out, I think that might have been one of the first rock bands or something, but when that one came out, me and my old roommates, we played the hell out of that, and I could do the drums part of that, because the drums was like, the same. It was like playing the same beat just on these pads. But God, the guitar thing is just...
That was hard. I was a bass guitar player in a band in high school, so I was like, oh, I'll just put it on bass. And I'm like, what is it even talking about? It makes no sense. It doesn't even go with the music. It's just these colors popping up on their own.
You ever done that, Jay?
I'll stick with the microphone.
Oh, Guitar Hero is it's the electronic game Simon, only you're playing with one hand and you're flicking with the other.
Yep,
one.
you got it.
It's Simon playing with a clit. That's kind of what I equate it to. So Simon with one hand playing with a clit in the other hand, you just kind of go to town.
Yeah, all right. I agree.
Got the game for the kids, but we're the ones who have been playing. We didn't even go out on New Year's. We went out to
Santa.
eat, and then we came.
Yeah, Santa.
Yeah, Santa.
Well, if you're gonna have that description of them just playing with a clit now on, you probably won't let them play it anymore. Anyway,
I was curious to see, and yeah, I got it. There's a couple of games actually for the PS4, I think, and maybe Xbox too, but it is actually a real guitar fret, so it teaches you how to play the actual strings and chords and whatever. The drums, so the percussion is basically, can you keep a rhythm is what I'm learning about this. It's got a foot pedal and it's got 4 pads to where you can hit it, but real drummers say that the hi-hat is in the wrong position. So they've even sold aftermarket products now that have a hi-hat that's lifted above, so you can actually reach up to hit a hi-hat, and you can cross your hands like drummers do. So I've wanted to actually try, now that we've been playing this a lot, I've got pretty good on the drums, at least I think I have. I'm probably horrible, but...
You're awesome. You're the best.
See, that's why she's my girlfriend.
When it tells me to hit the orange thing.
I was terrible because it's got a circle that's, bigger, and then there's a little circle in the center. And I thought you only got to hit the little circle in the center. So I'm having trouble looking at the TV, looking at that, like trying to get it right on that little thing. So I want to hit it all over. So I was not good on drums.
That almost sounded sexual there for a second.
I could have done it more seductively when I said it.
Want to hit it all over.
All over.
I think in our near future, Jay, we're going to have to do some practicing. Me, you, Andrea, and Tach, because we've got 2 guitars, a drum, and a mic. So Andrea is obviously going to be our vocalist.
I want to see James' girlfriend come in and show us how it's done.
I think we should challenge Hot Pink to some kind of little competition on Rock Band. So we'll give you guys like a 2-week head start to get prepared.
Here's what we're looking at. Either we're the idiots who spend way too much time on video games who beat the real musicians.
Agreed.
Or we're the idiots who thought we had any chance against real musicians.
That's true. This is a lose-lose for us, isn't it?
We're never the winner.
It's different. It's not real.
That doesn't make it better. That does not make it better.
If we beat Hot Pink by playing Rock Band.
With all the practice that we put in a Rock Band, we could have actually learned to play an instrument.
That's exactly
that's true.
Yeah.
But if
look, I got the pinky. I'm not an expert. I'm using the pinky, dude. I'm using the pinky. Like, you know what you could have done? Learn how to fucking play a guitar.
That's not fun.
Sure, it is.
You don't have it. I named our band. We had to pick a band to go through the modes.
You know which
they wouldn't think of a name, and I said we're the Sparkly Unicorns. So on our game mode, where we're going through the band and going through a tour, we're the Sparkly Unicorns.
Nice. Yeah, you know who doesn't? You know which guitarist doesn't get laid? The guitarist on the Sparkly Unicorns playing.
Oh yes, he does.
Just by the lead singer. Yeah, that's the only place.
Every time we've played it, he's gotten laid.
I get no groupies. But here's the thing: if we beat Rock Pink, if we beat Hot Pink at Rock Band. Rock Pink is actually a thing for the Susan B. Komen organization out of Orlando for raising breast cancer awareness money. Anyway, that's a horrible segue. But anyway, if we beat Hot Pink at Rock Band, then they can just say we play real instruments, so you lose. If they beat us, then they can say they beat us. So it's a definitely lose-lose for us.
We're never the winners.
No matter the outcome.
But I get where you're coming from, where you're finding out that your girlfriend's apparently a wizard at a video game. Lareyne and I downloaded Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, all right, this is going to be fun. She has spanked me more than I ever, it's just like we're going through the career mode and, each one of us will take all right, I'll do this one, you do that one, you do this one. We're to the point now where it's just like, oh, you sit there and look pretty. And that's her talking to me. I'm like, hey, baby, you're going to get that 6 score? Oh, you almost got it. And then I'm sitting here like, oh, yay, look, I nailed the wall right. Look at me. Yay.
I used to love Tony Hawk. That was a great game.
I used to did also.
How do you skateboard with your hands, though?
Huh?
How do you skateboard with your hands?
Well, they have the little finger skateboards that you have. They just...
It's a balancing thing. Like if you jump up and ride the rail, then your toggle is a balance. So you have to position it right and balance him right, and then you kick flip off and do. I'll show you. I'll teach you.
And then I'll show you on a real skateboard.
Yeah, probably.
I quit piano lessons to do skateboarding, so I was like, well, the guys are skateboarding. Why am I playing piano?
I see. I see
I got to
competitions.
skateboard and shave my head.
I see competitions in our future. So where just I've got a story about Vegas is what I'm going to bring up, but I wanted to find out where you guys have gone like on to do performances. What's some of the locations like other than Brevard and maybe Orange County or whatever? Have you guys gone outside of Florida or anywhere to do any performances?
Yeah, we did a trip to England.
Oh, that's right. I saw you guys pictures of Stonehenge.
Yeah. We did a wedding over there. And next month, we actually have a group that's flying us over to Puerto Rico.
Wow.
No shit.
Playing over there, yeah.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
That's going to be really sweet because we'll have a little more time to be there. Plus, we don't have to worry about renting equipment and all that. And there's another band that's friends of theirs that's over there that's just going to let us sit in on their stuff. So,
that's cool.
So
That's
we'll just
awesome.
kind of play a set or two with them and then hang out for 3 or 4 days.
Man, that's got to be some big ballers right there. I'm going to fly my favorite band out of, Brevard County, Florida to Puerto Rico or England or something just to play our way. That's some big baller status right there. Baby, I'm not doing that for us when we get married.
Oh.
If Hot Pink can't show up at your salon, then I don't know what to do. I don't know. And so our buddy is in Vegas right now. I went to Vegas back in 2001 when I got married to my first wife.
I went back in 2016.
Yeah. She went there on the show for the salon thing. You ever been to Vegas before, Jay?
I went to Vegas in 96. Yeah, it was for my mom when my mom married my stepfather. Yeah.
Nice.
That was all kinds of wrong.
Was Elvis there?
Elvis was there. He was officiating a wedding at the drive-thru of the Little White Chapel.
Is that where your mom got married?
At the Little White Chapel, yes. At the drive-thru,
that's awesome.
no. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Not in the drive-thru, but, we're classy folk.
You got out of the car.
You paid the extra $10 for the aisle to walk down. So our boy Ron's out in Vegas, and he sent me some cool pictures of the bodies exhibit out there. So that's touring in places.
I'm going to just pass my microphone over to Lareyne at this point for this.
You know about it?
It's amazing. I actually went to that exhibit in 2007.
When it came by here?
No, in Vegas.
In Vegas.
Oh, in Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the bodies exhibit has come by. I think the closest they got to us here is over in Orlando.
Yeah, in Orlando.
So they did a mobile one.
Yeah.
They tour.
That is ridiculous. Andrew, do you know what that is? You know what the bodies exhibit is?
Thinking it's bodies?
It's with all the Asians, right?
So it's, that one's the one with all Asians. Yeah. So
Asian bodies?
Yeah, literally. It is it's people who volunteer their bodies for scientific research and things like that. And they are the exhibits, the statues that you see
That's
are
what I want to do.
They're
I'll be
actual
famous forever.
They're actual corpses. So those are real bodies, real muscles, and they tear down different levels so you can see the different levels of the skeletal system, and they leave all of it there. Nothing's to hide. So junk's out and everything's out. You see it all on these corpses, but they preserve it so it looks good. And it is the pictures he sent are pretty amazing.
We were going to go do that, but they didn't offer drinks. So the girls I was with chose to hang out at the bars. We did roller coasters though.
So you guys, your choices were roller coasters and bars or bodies exhibits and staying sober. And
there's sex clubs, but I didn't know about those.
Yeah, Vegas has got some sex clubs. Yeah, that's for sure. That's when Lareyne
Jay
hands
takes
the mic.
Jay, did you go to the sex club?
I can teach you a thing about sex clubs, young lady. No, I didn't. You were mentioning the roller coasters. That's when I perked up.
Okay.
No, the roller coaster that's on top of that one building. The
New York.
Oh no, the
or
Needle.
the Stratosphere. We did all those.
Okay, so when I was in Vegas, they were building it.
Really?
That's how long it's been since I was in Vegas.
Vegas has shifted a little bit. So back in the day, Vegas used to be known as Sin City, and that was the place where you went to party and prostitutes, whatever. That was the place for adults. Well, then
live in sin.
The Convention and Visitor Bureau and the Chamber of Commerce for Las Vegas decided to turn it into a family-friendly entertainment area and tried doing all of this stuff towards kids. And then here, probably about 2005 or 6 or somewhere in there, they decided, you know what, we're going to go back because this just ain't working. We're going back to what our roots are. We're going back to, we're built on gambling. We're built on sin. We're built on all these, taboo things.
That's why naked people were on the roller coaster when I went last year.
Were there really naked people on a roller coaster?
Just us.
Oh, okay. Got it. So one of the things I remember from going out there, if you've walked the strip, I don't know if it was back in 96, but from 2001 and on, if you walk the strip,
I was 12.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's a good point.
Yeah, my parents, they took us so we could witness the wedding. My mom and my stepdad. And after that, me and my brother stayed in the hotel room.
I say they locked you up.
Yeah. basically.
A lot of the hotels now are interconnected with these moving walkways or walk escalators or whatever the hell they're called. But if you walk actually out on the roads, you're going to have a lot of the local hired help to come up to you, and they don't ever talk to you, and they
I knew
will
you were
not.
going to say this.
They don't make eye contact.
Yeah.
You know where I'm going.
Oh yeah, they're staring off on the corner, but they're
and they'll flick. So they'll have a card. I don't have anything over here, but they'll have a card in their hand, and they flick it at you, so it gets your attention. But they will never look at you in the face. And all of those little cards are hookers or strip clubs or
that's like
something.
that's like being in New York and Canal Street. You have all these Asians. They're not making eye contact, but they're showing you little catalogs like handbags. You want handbag, Mr. Handbag? That's the same thing. Same concept.
But these were hand jobs.
Yeah.
So did you get any of those, James, in Vegas?
I did, yeah. We had, and the fucked up thing was I was probably, I think I was like 16 or something. And my sister was like 14, and we're just collecting them like they're Pokemon cards.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're trading them and shit. Like, oh, you've got Stacy? I don't have Stacy. Yeah, I've got 2 Christies. I have 3 Christies. I don't even need this.
Hey, look at this.
Christy's,
this whorehouse has 20 hit points. Check this out.
That would actually be a pretty funny game if those guys started doing that.
You could turn that into an adult game.
And some of them, most of them would have like a Sharpie, and they'd mark out like the nipples and stuff.
Most of them.
Most of them. Every once in a while, you get some that were worth a little more.
Ooh, those are
I'm still
points.
playing the whorehouse card game in my head. Yeah, I take your Jigglypuff and I vanquish it with my Bunny Ranch.
Our boy Josh, who listens to the podcast, a friend from Tampa, when he went to Vegas with his girl, well, his fiance at the time, wife now, I told him, I said, dude, I want you to do me a favor. Whenever you're offered, don't go like trying to gather them, but whenever you're offered one, take it and bring them back to me because I want to, collect them. He brought me back an entire Walmart bag full of cards and magazines that they gave him.
Hey, I want to know where you print. Do all you guys use the same printer? Golden. Thank you.
Yep, exactly. But I hope to get back out to Vegas.
No,
Maybe.
boys do different things than girls in Vegas, apparently.
Well, I mean, Vegas is, it's...
No, you stay inside and you get sponsors. It's way too hot outside.
Yeah, but those cards are not hard to get. I mean, you get a handful of them in a Happy Meal. You get them from
But if you stay inside, you get sponsors and they buy you drinks.
You get them from the bellman at the hotel. You don't have to go outside.
But that doesn't get me a drink. You sit at the bar and look pretty and you find a sponsor and they buy you drinks.
So your sponsors don't work for guys, though. That's the thing. You guys are beautiful women going out there. You can get guys to buy you drinks. Guys like me and Jay and we don't get that kind.
You collect Pokemon. I mean, what would we call those?
Well, no, it works for us, but we have to go to Atlantic City to do it. We can't do it in Vegas. We have to find those old yentas. Like, oh my God, has anyone ever told me you look like my Harold? Esther, doesn't he look like my Harold?
You look just like my stepson.
That was us last night. We went to karaoke. Oh my gosh, like I've heard all this stuff, like my friends from the Playhouse that I met and stuff. We go to Lagoon Lounge, do karaoke all the time, and we didn't have the kids, and our 1-year anniversary is next week. I'm like, this is Saturday night beforehand, so this is our time to go out. So we decided to go. We were there about like 9:30 or something, and everyone's over 70. For sure.
It is winter in Central Florida, so it's the shuffleboard crowd that's taken over.
Yeah, for sure.
But they were some wild 70-years. I must say.
All these shuffleboarders, they don't
had
fuck
it going
around.
on. There was no shuffleboarding. They were dancing and singing and having a great old time.
One of Andrea's friends that met us up there that night is, so he plays the part in the, what is it called? The Renaissance Festival?
It's one that, I have, he sent
Brevard Renaissance Festival, whatever it is. It's down in Wickham Park, down in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And it's the Renaissance Festival. He is Merlin. He plays the lead of the whole thing. He's Merlin. So he's going to come on here. He was supposed to be here tonight, but he had other arrangements. But he's going to come on here in full character, and play the part of Merlin and invite us to come down and plug it. Because they run for 3 weeks. So it'll come out in enough time to
Wait, will he get us in without paying for cover? Because I'm totally down for that.
He probably can.
I'm here with
Andrew?
Merlin.
He could work some magic.
Yeah.
Don't laugh at that.
Oh, that's funny.
I was going to find out when it exactly was.
It's this coming weekend, and then the next 2 weekends after that. We talked about it that night.
Yeah, it was this weekend. I know that because they were showing, they had a big projector screen out in the park, and they were playing Princess Bride on Friday.
Oh, nice.
It is the time of Excalibur, the Brevard Renaissance Fair, January 21st through 22nd, 28th through 29th, and February 4th through 5th 2017.
This plug
say where it
sponsored
is.
by
Camelot.
That's in Wickham Park in Melbourne.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
don't have that on there. That didn't really help me much.
We talked about that a lot. Now that would be kind of cool. Have you ever heard of LARPing before?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
You
I
guys
watch
know?
role models. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly
I've
right.
never LARPed.
Hey, dude,
any.
guess what I did last night? Just hold your fingers up under their nose.
LARPed?
That's how friends greet each other.
You don't know what LARPing is?
No.
It's not
Lorraine,
holding your
do you-
fingers up under
Do you know
nose.
what LARPing? Lorraine knows. So only Andrea.
It's live
What-
action role playing.
Live action role playing. Not what we do in the bedroom, baby.
Oh,
But I mean, sometimes I guess that technically counts as LARPing.
that
but
would count.
These are men, women, children, everything getting full regaled costumes. I mean, the whole 9 yards, and going out and having their event. Like this is what this is going to happen down here at the Renaissance Fair. They're going to have people in full outfits, have events, probably have some sort of jousting or who the hell knows. But that's live action. Live action.
A lot of
role-playing.
bearded men yelling huzzah.
I dress up with my friends and we go out all the time. Is that LARPing?
If I show up at this Renaissance Festival with a Harry Potter wand and start,
Are
casting,
you
You
LARPing?
probably get your ass kicked,
Yeah,
nerd.
you might
We don't
get,
take yeah.
would I?
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah, it's not the same thing. They look down on those people.
It's a bunch of
they're not the
nerds
same
beating
kind
up
of nerd.
nerds.
If I come as a unicorn, it's okay.
No.
I don't know.
No,
I think
unicorns?
you could show up as a sci-fi kid with a laser gun, and they'd have to all run in fear.
Yeah.
If they were really role playing, they'd have to.
That's true.
Ooh,
They
that
would-
would be fun just to
They'd
like
secretly be
TiVo.
really pissed.
I mean, we could
but
be
they'd have to like, oh
Keep it up.
shit, it's fucking spaceman.
it
Oh,
could,
that sounds fun.
it could be the same time frame because we all know Star Wars happened a long, long time ago in a galaxy far away, so it could be the same.
True.
You know, our medieval times was when Star Wars actually took place, so you could have just like hit light
I just
speed.
want to see him
I'm
keep
putting
in
way more thought
character.
into this than I should be.
I just want to see how far they can go staying in character.
Have you ever seen? And look, I know this is cheesy, but it's got a good cult following. And I love the show. But have you guys ever watched The Big Bang Theory?
Hang yourself.
Yeah, I love
he
it.
loves that.
I
It's his
absolutely love
favorite
it.
show.
Well,
We
there was-
fed you pizza and beer. You can't say that to him. You
was-
already said you didn't like the Beatles, so I mean,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That wasn't
whoa,
you?
Whoa. Who said I didn't like the Beatles? I prefer the Stones, but that does not mean I don't like the
maybe it was
Beatles.
someone else. Maybe it was Tach.
It might have been Tach. There was an episode where the 4 of the main characters dressed up as Star Trek guys, and they went to do some kind of Renaissance fair or something, and they went in like on a survey mission, they were portraying one of the. So I figure we could crash. I mean, you're obviously Worf. You're big and you're muscular, so you could be Lieutenant Worf.
I could just speak Spanish. Nobody will know.
But that's a good point.
Speaking Klingon.
Same thing. So
Klingons
we
the
could
same
all
as Spanish.
we could all go as like Star Trek and go in and do a scientific mission. No,
Yeah, but I'm not wearing a red shirt.
You guys aren't.
What's funny about that is I actually pretty big Star Wars and Star Trek fan and Renaissance stuff. I'm just all around well-rounded nerd. But all the old Star Trek episodes, they would do stuff like that. They'd go back in time. There's an episode where they go back and there's a Nazi society, and then there's another episode where they go back to a 1930s society, and
It's like Star
they have
Trek
to blend in undercover, like because they're on, they're trying to escape or they're trying to observe what's going on at the time or whatever.
It was like
You make it sound like it's a cool show.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like
Now
It
I'm
is a
more
cool
interested
show.
in
I remember
it.
those
Star Trek
episodes.
is fantastic.
It was
That
like
is the first time someone has said something about the show that made me interested in it.
So it took
that's awesome.
James to convince my girl. After a year, I've tried to convince her to watch Star Trek and Star Wars with me. She won't do it.
Well, they're two completely different things. First of all,
They are.
well, he asked me which one I liked, and I said Spaceballs.
The very
Which
first,
is a
good
legitimate answer.
I
Very
agree.
good
The very
answer.
first date, I asked her. I said, "So are you a Star Trek girl or a Star Wars girl?" And she said, "Spaceballs." I'm like,
The
"Oh,
only
nice."
answer that's equally as good is Heavy Metal 2000.
nice.
I don't get the reference.
Don't-
Oh,
I'm
God
not that
damn
big of a
it.
nerd. I'm not that big of a nerd.
Yes, you are.
No, I don't know it.
Sorry, Mike.
What
What is
is the Don Felder one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
Sweet.
Look it up.
Heavy Metal 2000.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the South Park episode where
Oh shit, there was. Yes, you're right.
the Boobopolis and they're cheesing, they're like getting cat pissed in their face and they're hallucinating.
No.
Anyways, all these like trips that they're
Yeah.
taking on this ammoniated, poisoning that they're doing. It's a really crazy thing to try to explain to somebody that has never seen the episode.
Yeah.
But the whole episode is spoofing that
Heavy Metal,
that
yeah.
movie. Yeah.
Heavy Metal 2000 just makes me think Mystery Science Theater 3000. That's
I
what
love
makes
so
me
much
that
better.
show.
Yeah, I dig
love
that
that
too.
in high
Me and
school.
Tach once talked about doing a version of Mystery Science Theater for the podcast. Like we'll listen to other stuff and we'll be the Mystery Science guys, kind of critiquing, but podcast. Yeah, that fell flat. By the way, we never did that. But
so yeah, Star Trek meets Quantum Leap. Yeah, I loved those episodes.
That sounds very fascinating. I'm intrigued.
Are you looking up heavy metal? You should be.
No.
Oh.
Should I? I'll look it up real quick.
You can look it up on your break.
Heavy metal.
Yeah,
2000?
look it up on the break.
All right.
You'll hear the theme song probably and be like, oh yeah, this song's fucking rad.
Is it like Sci-Fi Channel, or is it like
if the Sci-Fi Channel was on Cinemax, yeah.
Oh, it's a Cinemax thing. Oh, okay. All right, I'll have to look it up.
Look it up on the break and get back to us with what you've learned.
All right.
Yes, that's your homework.
Deal. I've got homework. First time ever. I like it though. For karaoke, do you guys do that at all? Do you guys ever go out, for the guys from Hot Pink, ever go out and sing karaoke?
Time out.
I imagine
did you ask the guys in the cover band if they?
Well, so I sent James a text and said, "Hey, we're doing karaoke. If you guys are interested, if you guys saw this last weekend, they didn't have any gigs. I mean, I found out they had a wedding during the conversation in a text, but I said, hey, we're going out to do karaoke out at some bar in Cocoa Beach. If you guys want to go, that's where we're going to be heading to." And and I wasn't really even putting two and two together. I was just inviting James out to see if he wanted to do something. Sorry. But I didn't think, probably on your time off, the last thing you would probably want to do is sing more. I would imagine, I'm an IT guy. The last thing I want to do on my time off is do more IT work.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really interesting. And the rest of the guys probably would answer this differently, but they're not here, so fuck them. But I really...
You hear that, Spencer? Yeah, that's right. Hear it, Corey? Yeah.
No,
right.
They know this, and they think it's really weird, but it's true. I really don't listen to music during the week. I just don't. It's like, oh,
hello. What was that? Was that one of the sound dampeners?
Yeah, Adam. Ollie was playing with his bed and accidentally bumped one of the red things. Yeah,
it's all good.
But yeah, I kind of get my fill of music on the weekends.
Yeah, I would imagine.
And yeah, I'm not opposed to karaoke. We used to do it all the time. There was this guy in the village, this British guy, DJ Jeff, that I don't think's around anymore, but he used to do karaoke and trivia. And
sweet.
He did them back to back Fridays or Wednesdays and Thursdays, and we would go every Wednesdays and Thursdays and get fucking hammered and have a great time. But yeah, I don't know. Karaoke is just a kind of thing that I hate having to listen to 30 other people sing.
Yeah, I like it when no one's
before I
there.
can go up and sing, and that I guess I'm kind of spoiled in that regard. I'm just so used to singing that I don't get nervous about it, and I don't I
you don't have to wait for someone
I don't
else.
Like waiting, yeah.
If I go in and there's 30 people, I'm like, oh, forget it. I want to go and no one's there. And all my friends who say they want to go, I'm like, I don't want to go with you then. I want to go with people who say, I don't like karaoke.
Yeah, I'm perfect to take her out to karaoke. I'll sing maybe once every 4 times we go, and that's it. The rest of the time it's just there sitting.
It's my time to perform in between shows, because you can't do shows all the time. So it's how you get that performing out.
Yeah, it is kind of cool to... you know what I end up doing is I'll sing something that I always thought the band should learn as a cover, and I'll realize at karaoke that I have no business singing this song. This is way out of my range.
Your range is pretty good though.
But there's I'll try to sing a Michael Jackson song or a Queen song that's just way
And the more you drink, the more you think you can do it before I start.
Listen, Andrea, no matter how drunk I get, I cannot sing the Bee Gees. Okay, no, absolutely no way. It will not happen.
The
I cannot hit that
definition
octave.
of karaoke is tone deaf. So the worse you sing, the more you are actually doing karaoke the right way.
All right. Well, okay. All right. So we're going to take a break. I'm going to look up Heavy Metal 2000 during the break. And we're going to come back with Andrea's Guyry segment. If you're listening and want to check out another podcast, I think you'll really enjoy this week's The Twisted 10. It's a special one. So,
Adam's very excited about it.
Yeah, I am kind of excited about this one. So be sure to check it out. All right. Here's some more DJ Gil Lugo. We'll be right back. Peering into the inner thoughts and expressions of men. Women submit questions for Adam and Tach to get brutal, honest admissions. We call this the Guyry. Guyry? Really? Is that the best we could come up with?
All right, guys. Number 1 comes from Megan in Florida.
Megan! I think we've heard from her several times, too.
There's more than one Megan.
No.
No, there's only one Megan in Florida. She's the one who listens to the pod. She's the only one that matters.
All right. I have been in a relationship for 5 years. We have 2 kids together. One of them is 1 and the other is 3. He proposed to me 1 month ago, and then 6 days ago we woke up in a bad mood, and that afternoon he told me he had no feelings for me anymore. He said he didn't like kissing, hugging, holding hands, or anything else, and he no longer loves me. I can't do it without him. I love him so much, and we lost our virginity together, and I have never loved anybody besides him. He has never acted this way now. The way he is now. He's always told me that he will leave me if he didn't love me. And before 6 days ago, he was just fine, and he was doing all those things with me. So I need help. I want him back, and I need help doing that. What should I do?
Let him go.
He's probably fucking someone. No, I'm just kidding.
He's probably fucking somebody else, actually.
So he proposed how long ago?
Yeah, there were a lot of numbers in that.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with that one.
They were together 5 years. He proposed a month and a half ago, and then 6 days ago, they woke up in a bad mood.
So what makes you change your mind?
So after a month and a half.
From 5 weeks after you proposed to somebody you didn't know.
So they're not married yet.
Right.
Nope.
But they've been together 5 years with a couple of kids.
2 kids.
Yeah.
Huh. And they both lost their virginity.
You've been together 5 years, and you lost your virginity to each other. So I'm assuming you guys are probably in your early 20s.
So
like he's just trying
a week ago, everything was great.
Wait, 5 years. How old are the kids?
1 and 3.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that a week ago, things probably weren't great. It's probably been a while building, kind of thing, and you're starting to maybe see it.
Yeah, nobody. If he's at a point where you're together for 5 years and you have like one bad day, and you're willing to let go of a woman you've been with for 5 years, you've had a problem for a lot longer than that morning.
Well, here's my personal angle on that. So some men, especially if this is his first love, like she said that they lost their virginity together. So some men use the perspective of the next logical step in a relationship is going to fix the problems that we had before. So I've experienced this myself where I had a girl and I said, we fought a little bit and we had problems. I said, you know what will fix this? Let's move in together, share a space then things will work out. Then it got worse. Like, okay, the next step, let's get engaged to be married because then I'll prove my love.
I've never understood that thinking. Hey, this isn't working. What's the thing that'll fix it? Let's stop fucking each other.
Listen,
and then we don't have to deal with each other, and then we can go back to being happy like we were before we met.
You're 100% right. However, not all men think like that. Not all men use the logic part of their brain when they're thinking about relationships.
Idiots.
Yes, this is true. So this is what he might be thinking. He might think that the proposal was going to fix problems and then realize that they weren't being fixed. And then suddenly the logic center kicked in and he said, you know what? I need to get out of this relationship. It just sucks that there's kids involved in that.
Yeah, and the thing is too, if he's unhappy and he wants out, you're never going to be happy. You might convince him to not go anywhere. You might convince him that he can't do it by himself, but you're going to be fucking miserable too because he is. If both of you aren't happy, you're not happy.
I'd say, just get to the root of the problem. What's going on? Like it's, you've been with him so long that maybe you've obviously built a life together so far.
Yeah.
Like you can't let him throw that away. If you got to at least figure out why. And
maybe it's a sowing of royal oats thing. Maybe he wants to go, experience other vaginas.
My son Akeem wishes to sow his royal oats.
Yeah. That's kind of more the angle I was thinking of it. That, you're getting to this point to where you're starting to realize, well, we're getting married and this is it. This is
scaring
my life.
him.
This is my life from now on.
This is the only vagina, not only the only vagina I'll ever know for the rest of my life, this is the only vagina I've ever known in my entire life.
Yeah,
that's probably more what I would think, honestly.
What do you think, Lareyne?
I kind of agree with you guys. That had to have gone sour a long time ago. You don't just wake up 1 month later or whatever it was and are like, oh,
done.
It's a bad morning, so.
Unless it was a situation where Nicolas Cage goes back into another alternate reality. What was that movie called? Remember when he's a millionaire on Wall Street and then he,
the
goes...
Family Man?
The Family Man, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the situation.
Yeah, it could have been.
That happens, right?
Yeah, all the time.
Only to Nicolas Cage.
Only to Nicolas Cage.
In real life.
Yeah.
We're just lucky enough
Yeah,
to
and then
film it.
he's like that until he eventually runs into John Travolta and then they want to take their face
And switch it,
off.
Very good.
All right, our next one comes from Paula in Indiana.
Paula!
How do I ask my man to trim the fro down there?
Hey, I'm tired of flossing with your pubes after I finish blowing you. You want to take care of that?
Oh,
Greedy bitch.
How do you ask a guy that? That's what she's wants
Just
to know.
How do you tell him?
Just fucking tell him.
No, you know what? Just mention, hey, I bet you'd look even bigger if you trimmed it. He'll trim it. He'll trim it that
So what?
night.
You think I look
good.
small now?
That's good.
No, he'll trim it that night if he thinks it'll look bigger.
Guys-
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah,
Guys'
he will.
vanity may not go very far as their appearance in general, but if you say something's going to make their dick look bigger, boy, they're all about it.
They're all on it.
All over it. Or threaten it. Say, look, you don't shave, I don't shave.
No, I just fucking tell him. Why be passive aggressive? Hey, sweetie, you that bush you got down there, you're not cute. Take it away.
Is that what you say to girls too?
I don't need to. Luckily,
When he puts his pants on, it sounds like this. That was my beard on the mic, by the way.
Sure it was.
No, my dick's out.
Put your pants
if
back on, honey.
he's walking around freeballing in jeans, he's got like a constant static charge on him.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what she doesn't want.
Yeah,
Every
she
time
doesn't
she
wanna
goes
get
down on him,
shocked.
she gets shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spot
It's
on, Jay.
electric.
It's like putting a tongue. It's like putting a tongue on a 9-volt.
By the way, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I had a beagle that I had 9-volt sitting on the ground, and he went up to sniff it, and
What?
he didn't
That's
learn his
not funny.
he didn't learn his lesson the first time, so he went back for another shock. No, it
Beagles
was
aren't
hilarious.
known for their intelligence.
This is true. This is very true.
We're talking about shocking puppies now.
Well, you know, that's how you start. Hairy pubes, Michael Vick. That's just the natural progression of things. What have we learned today? Michael Vick has a hairy bush. It's
By Socratic reasoning.
All right, we're going to move on to Betty, who didn't specify where she was from.
Oh, Betty.
She wants to know, I've been with my boyfriend for around 6 years now. Things are generally good between us, and we both love each other very much. 3 years into our relationship, he climbed into bed with a mutual friend who he lived with while he was very drunk, and they kissed and she gave him a hand job, but they didn't have sex. The only explanation the only explanation he gave me was that he was really drunk. Despite my better judgment, I forgave him for this and we moved on. He has lied on occasion about various things, but nothing major. Then a month ago, he was out with some work colleagues, something he rarely does, and I asked him who went. I later found out that he deliberately left out one of the girls' names from the group of the people on purpose. As he claims, he thought I'd give him a hard time about her being there, despite there being numerous other girls in the group. Obviously, I was confused and upset about this, but I'm not sure how to move on from this. He claims he does not find this girl attractive in any way, but I find that hard to believe. What do I do?
First things first, he probably had sex.
Yeah. 3 years ago, he totally banged that mutual friend.
Yeah.
No, he only gave her, he only got a hand job.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
give her a hand job? Uh-oh.
Yeah. Okay. That means he finished on her face.
Where do we even take
That's
this?
a good question. This is actually a good question. I actually like this question. This is like a legit, like, hey, what do I do with this? There's trust issues, obviously. He doesn't trust you not to flip out when he's hanging out with a female friend, which is problematic.
Which is legit since he's fucking other
and
girls.
yeah, exactly. And then you don't trust him now because he's not giving you much of a reason to, which is just as problematic. And
Yeah, I think this is, something that happened 3 years ago. So even if he slept with her, there's a chance that he was drunk and he regretted it. And, and there's a chance that he's not bringing it up that she's there on these work outings because he knows as a sore subject why upset you if you don't need to know kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily that he's messing around with her still, but,
Am I the only one that took that question as hand job does not equal sex here?
Yes.
By the way? Because she said she gave him a hand job but didn't have sex with him.
It could have gone either way. I mean,
Because that's a sex act. I mean,
That's still...
you'd still get
counts.
arrested for that if the cops caught you and you were paying for it, right? I'm just saying.
It counts.
It counts.
I don't think it matters. He was unfaithful.
I mean, Paul Rubens was
Right.
giving
Yeah.
himself a hand job and went to jail. So
Well, yeah, that's a good point.
So what should you do?
this is probably somewhere they are going to need to address this. They need to address where they are. I mean, you're together for 6 years and you're still calling him your boyfriend. So that's something. I mean, it's even if you're like in the situation where you don't exactly believe in marriage in a traditional sense. I mean, there's still at 6 years, you're not boyfriend and girlfriend. You're either partners or whatever the fuck you are. If you're using that terminology, there's something up.
Well, she's still concerned. If they were together 3 years, he cheated. Now it's been 3 more years, and she's still concerned. It's obviously been in her head that the whole last 3 years they've been together.
Maybe not. Maybe she would have been okay if he would have just been honest with it. Like, oh, hey, by the way, Victoria from the office is coming in. The fact that he hid it.
That's what's weird.
You know, that would bring it up. Like, I think she's justified in that. Like, if you ain't got nothing to hide, bro, don't hide nothing.
Yeah, she said she forgave him. So, you know, her saying that, if he's honest with her, she's going to be there, and she honestly forgave him, then she shouldn't be blown up on him, and he should be honest with her.
Yeah, but if he's not being honest with her, then by all means, you have a right to be upset with, like, hey, you didn't tell me Victoria was coming out. Oh, well, I didn't think it mattered. Well, why would it doesn't matter? So why would you hide that? Like, you're hiding it because there's a reason.
There's a reason.
I thought you'd flip out. Well, why would I flip out? Is there a reason for me to flip out? Like, are you not telling me something? Just fucking be upfront. Like, be
shit or get off the couch. Forgive him or break up with him. One or the other. Just get it.
Yeah. At this point, he's not doing much to earn your trust, and I think he doesn't trust you not to flip out. Like, just.
But it almost sounds like he can't earn her trust. From something that happened 3 years ago.
Well, no, but she's not holding it over him. He did
it again.
We don't know that he did it. He's not being honest with her.
Wait, I missed that part of the email. Did he do it again?
No. He didn't tell her. He didn't tell her that a woman was out.
Oh.
So if you're leaving that out, there's a reason for it. I don't think she's being like suspicious unnecessarily. You know, like she forgave him, and he says Victoria from the office is coming out with us. Okay, you guys have fun.
I
Cool.
feel like she did really forgive him though, if he's withholding information from her.
I mean, he could just be a piece of shit too, and that's he's probably fucking other people.
Ray Burrito.
It just depends on, you know, how much you can or are willing to trust him, I guess, you know, and communicate and be honest with each other. Yeah, the part, honestly, interestingly, the part that jumped out to me in that was, and he went out with friends from the office, which he doesn't do it very often.
That is true.
How come?
And that was like in parentheses. He doesn't do often.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot. There's some
subtext in there.
Yeah, I think you're right to be suspicious. I think it's something you need to address. I mean, it's been 6 years of.
Well, wait a minute. Hang on. I'm going to take this guy's side. When was the last time she gave him a hand job?
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I know, Betty. What you need to do is call Jerry Springer, get on the show, hash it out.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no easy way out of this one. This is probably going to be one of those where you got to make a call.
Yeah. She was the one who emailed us, though, right?
Yeah.
She was. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's tough. That is a tough one.
It is
a tough one to call.
All right. Let's see if you can do the next one. Lexi from Georgia. I understand that my boyfriend watches porn, and I try to ignore the fact that it bothers me. A couple of days ago, this matter came to my mind on a bad day, and I was so sad. My boyfriend noticed, and we talked about it. And throughout this conversation, he mentioned that he doesn't need to look at porn, that he sometimes uses his imagination to masturbate. I was curious about it, and when asking him about the kinds of things he likes to imagine, he refused to talk anymore, telling me that he doesn't have to tell me anything about his intimacy, and that I am going to get more paranoid. And I am. Maybe he fantasizes with girls close to us, or celebrities, or don't know what having sex with him, or all kinds of stuff. Does it mean he wants to fuck other girls? Is it sexy for him fantasizing about other girls or cheating on me? I understand that we can feel attracted to other people, but to the point of masturbating? Is it only imagining the situation that turns him on? I'm so confused and depressed. He's so angry, and we are thinking of breaking up after 6 years of love and fantastic moments.
It's always 6 years in these things.
Is it normal? How can I deal with it one more time? I'm going
to take the scientific approach here. Porn for men, or any kind of mental masturbatory imaging, be it with a computer, internet, whatever, releases an endorphin rush that's very similar to sex for guys. However, guys can prolong that endorphin release, those serotonin releases in the brain. That stimulus can last a lot longer because you're looking at imagery online, and you aren't necessarily having sex during your looking or masturbating during your searches or during your porn finds or stuff like that. And the releases of those toxins or those chemicals in your brain is also different maybe than from what you're going to experience with your girl. Not better, not worse, just different. So personally, porn is a fantastic outlet for that type of release if he needs that.
But that's not what she's saying.
I understand that. She's asking, is it normal for a guy or is it healthy for a guy to want to masturbate to porn?
No.
Oh, no, she's talking about just fantasizing other women in general.
That.
Yeah.
He said that
she's not over that.
He doesn't need porn. He uses his imagination.
Yeah.
Well, I don't need porn, baby. I got an imagination.
He said he's from Georgia. Sometimes uses his imagination. I think the telling thing in that question was that he got defensive and that he said he didn't need to share his intimacy with her. If you're with somebody for 6 years, you certainly should be able to share your intimacy regardless of how personal it is. I mean, if I have personal things that really turn me on or whatever, if I'm with somebody for 6 years and I can't share that with them, that's not the right person to be with.
What is he looking up, though?
What is he that ashamed of?
What is this guy into?
Here's the deal.
He's not. She's worried about. He doesn't need to look at porn. He uses imagination to masturbate. She's worried about he fantasizes with girls that are close to them or celebrities, and what's he fantasizing about? And
he probably does.
Does he want to cheat on me with these girls he's fantasizing about?
Taking it to that level is an extreme. Taking it to from porn to I want to cheat, those are
because
that's where she said he used to watch porn that bothered him, and he said he doesn't need to watch that. He doesn't need to look at it.
He said he doesn't need to.
He doesn't need to look at it. He just does it by himself.
No, I don't think she said. Read the question again. I don't think he said he stopped watching porn.
Just the beginning of it is, I understand he watches it, and that doesn't bother me. But then they started to talk about it, and he said he doesn't need to look at porn. He uses his imagination to masturbate.
Okay, so he hasn't stopped watching porn. He just told her, "You want me to stop watching porn? Fine. I don't need porn. I got my imagination."
But that's what bothered her. Is him just using his imagination. What's he fantasizing?
What does she want with him?
It sounds like that, and that he wouldn't tell her what fantasies he's into or whatever.
That's what she's worried about. Who is he fantasizing about?
He's probably into some sick shit. Yeah. Here's the deal: if by 6 years, okay, I'll say that for this one, he probably isn't fucking other people. Only for the fact that he probably is into some sick shit and he's ashamed of it. In which case, if he's been with her for 6 years, he shouldn't be. You should be more open than that. If he is fantasizing other women and other things, here's the deal with masturbation. And matter of fact, the comic I was working with this weekend over at Gregory's, Eric Da Silva, actually has a bit on this, and it's pretty spot on. This is our time. This is my me time. I'm not going to tell you what I'm imagining because, one, it may upset you. If I told you that, hey, your sister's pretty hot, and I imagine her from time to time when I'm in the bathroom violating myself.
Oh, hell no. I would not want to know that.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, though, it's like I'm not actively trying to sleep with her. I don't actually want to sleep with your sister.
And you're not a bad person for thinking those things.
Yeah, no, right. It's, you can't help what you think. You know what I mean? Please. As I say that, Lareyne takes her hand out of mine.
That's because she's reaching for the beer bottle. I think that's answering
your question. She's scared that he's wanting to act on these fantasies.
Yeah, no. Look, if it's just fantasies, you got to be able to fantasize. You got to be able to have that own little, your own little world where where like, it's like heavy metal. Your cartoon crush.
By the way, I just looked that up, Jay. Good call. I enjoyed the trailer.
Good job.
That's pretty good. I'm gonna have to look into that more.
So
that's a guy conversation. I'm still here.
Yes. Yes.
Wait, you have it on DVD? I love you so much right now.
Aww.
This is why we work. This is exactly why we work. Yeah, look, if he probably doesn't want to tell you things because he doesn't want to upset you, which is fair. Because chances are the shit he's masturbating to probably would. Now, he should be open enough to tell you, but if you got upset with him a while ago for watching porn in the first place, there's no way you're having this conversation and it not going any better.
She didn't allude into this email anywhere where he has ever been unfaithful.
Yeah.
Like actually unfaithful. Porn is not an unfaithful act in a lot of people's opinions.
About it.
No, I agree. But she mentioned that she's nervous that this could lead to him becoming unfaithful with people that are close to them or whatever.
Asking if it would.
Yeah. No, in my opinion, absolutely not. This is his thing. This is just where he gets his rocks off.
Yeah.
Let him do his thing.
I think as long as you're not getting denied I mean, if
Yeah,
she's
right.
wanting to have
Good
sex
call.
with him and he's masturbating
Good call,
instead of being with her,
Yeah.
there's a problem with
Yep.
it.
Absolutely. If you're masturbating over sex, then yeah, that might be that. You know, that may be coming to things too. Like he may be into stuff that he's ashamed to tell her about, and there's a lot of communication going on. I think honestly, I think counseling might actually work for that. Like that.
This guy has the Fuckmaster 5000 tucked away in
Yeah,
a drawer
I mean,
somewhere, doesn't he?
yeah.
You know
Or
it.
the vajankle.
I mean, let's not pretend they're not in Georgia, so counseling may not be an option there. But
Jay, did you listen to last week's episode?
I haven't yet.
There's an object that Tach was able to find somewhere. I don't remember who found it. It's a masturbatory assistant.
It's a fleshlight.
It's a flashlight, but not quite
Okay.
that. They take it to another level. There's a fetish out there for people that want to fuck different types of body parts of people. There's actually something called a vajankle. It is a vagina built into an ankle.
It's like the
And a
foot
prosthetic
here,
ankle.
and then you put the dick inside the top of the.
I had to pull it up on the
Ankle.
internet to
Like a
believe it.
concealed like weapon. Like
It looks
strap?
like
it looks like
a
somebody-
foot,
looks like
and
somebody
then this
severed your
part
foot.
is like a vagina, so you can take the.
Where the bone would normally be going down into your
Really?
foot. That's where it's cut off, and that would be where the
vajankle.
vagina
Oh,
is.
I'm gonna put a bone in your foot.
Right.
This guy has a vajankle in his
Next
closet.
Christmas, everyone's getting their own vajankle.
I ain't just picture that my mom finding that. Pero what's this? It's from my biology class. I bet you don't take biology class. Hey, I do.
Does anyone else have something to say about masturbation?
Yeah, I think you just need to talk to him. I think it might be like what Adam said. That's a big stretch to go from porn and imagining to actively cheating.
You know, it might be kind of fun. Have her try to get involved. Say, share this with me. No judgment.
No.
That some of the fetishes?
Nope.
No?
I'm
Don't
gonna
do
weigh in on
anything.
this.
Don't do anything you're not comfortable with.
I wanna
'Cause
weigh
then
in
you're
on
just
this,
gonna
though.
resent him. Go for it.
I'm just throwing 2 cents, like to the contrary of your reaction to it. Is this is so strange. It's like a very random thing, but years ago, we had this couple that would follow our band, and one night after our gig, this lady came up to me, and I didn't really know her very well. I would just talk to her every once in a while, and she was bawling her eyes out, and she had this pretty much same question. Just, my husband, he watches porn, and he wants me to watch it with him, and I just think it's gross, and I don't get anything out of it. And
Weirdest question in a performance ever, huh?
Well, we were packing up even. I was trying to get out of there, and she just kind of drops this bombshell on me, like, what the fuck are you?
Damn.
But I kind of took the approach of like, hey, communicate, let them know how you feel, and but hell, maybe give it a shot. I don't know, like. Are
Join
you really,
in on the fun?
Are you, you really don't do anything that doesn't do anything for you? And she said, well, I just don't see the appeal. And I said, well, just talk to him about it and be open-minded. And, if it doesn't work out for you, then, you guys got to come to a compromise, basically.
Yep.
And I swear to God, 3 months later, I ran into this woman and she fucking hugged me down, like hugged me so hard that I had just saved her marriage, and she loved porn.
Really?
I
swear to God.
Try.
I swear to fucking God. Yeah.
Yeah,
She just like, it was this revolution to her. This
I'm
awakening.
surprised it wasn't her husband that came up and gave you the big hug and be like, "My wife loves porn, thanks to you."
I don't know. It was the strangest thing.
Marriage Counseling by James Spiva.
The eye is long.
yeah.
That long eye.
Spiva.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Spiva.
Okay.
All right. The next one's from Rachel in Florida. My issue is sex. We both rather enjoy unconventional sex acts, particularly anal sex,
You have my attention.
and have enjoyed exploring this throughout our relationship. The first few times we had sex, we had fairly vanilla sex with no problems, but since then, it's been exclusively anal. All sex is initiated by me. Now, when I try to have vanilla sex with him, he's not able to get erect at all. Sex between us usually consists of me touching him while he lays stock still on the bed. I touch him intimately and he will get hard. Then finally start to touch me, my bottom only, and then turn me over and away we go. Often very rough and violent,
Like a
with
horse
his
race.
hand around my throat, agreed on prior to intercourse. There's no foreplay for me and it's becoming deeply unsatisfying. It's bothering me more and more each day. And now I feel so frustrated I could scream. I feel like the bond we had is fading quickly. No kisses, no eye contact, no face-to-face sex, no normal sex. I wonder if he's capable of any kind of intimacy at all.
This is a typical case of complacency. That's all that this is. You just got to remind him. In my opinion, just tell him. Say, hey, we need to change things up in the bedroom a little bit. You need to turn those types of things back on. And it sounds like he's just becoming complacent and enjoying what he's getting. It sounds like they're just going right to what he wants and not to please her at all. So it sounds a little selfish on his part for not recognizing that. However, maybe he just needs that reminder.
But he's not getting erect the other way.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's loving and there's fucking, and you kind of need a mixture of both if you're into both.
Yeah,
that's a good quote right there.
There's loving and there's fucking. That's on my bumper sticker.
That's a good,
actually.
That's a good quote.
Butt sex is great and all, but
I may start selling that T-shirt at my shows. Shit, there's loving and there's fucking.
You need a good mix of both. Well, as for arousal part, but it also depends on how old this guy is too. So if a lot of guys that get older in their age might start to have some ED type issues. So if
he's not getting ED if he's getting the right hole. Like that's not. Yeah, that's not ED. ED
he
means
doesn't
it's
like
not
the
up,
vagina. He
period.
likes the ass.
Yeah.
Maybe he's gay.
Oh.
He's not kissing her or touching her, being intimate with her. He just wants to flip her over and fuck her in the
bring
ass.
a guy into the room. We'll see how it goes. No,
that kind of makes sense though. If they're not doing anything intimate,
we should
save this for the gay talk.
We should ask a gay call. Yeah.
I'll save that on the questions and re-ask and see what they think about that.
Huh.
I mean, that's an interesting theory. It is.
It's an amazing theory.
Yeah.
I think you'd really have to be a closeted gay man. I think. I don't think a straight man can really.
Yeah.
Can really weigh in on the possibility of that theory. But I think it's interesting.
It is interesting.
It makes sense,
I would be
though.
interesting to know if that's actually a thing. Yeah.
If only her ass and flipping her over is turned on, he can imagine a lot more that way.
This is doing shite to her self-esteem, by the way.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Well, not only
Rachel.
that, but not only that, but every time they have sex, he has to dominate her and physically choke her out. That's what her email said.
I say go for the threesome.
Only
she can have the two guys and a girl.
The only exception
is if he's
two
gay,
guys and a girl.
The thing is, if he is gay, because she said they were having vaginal sex at first, so if he is gay, she turned him.
Oh God!
What's wrong with your pussy, girl?
No.
And it's not vanilla just because it isn't anal. It's just vaginal. Vanilla,
or have the threesome, two girls and a guy, and the only stipulation to the threesome is you can only have vaginal intercourse. No
or
ass.
she could just say "fuck me in the V," and
but he's gonna go limp noodle.
Yeah, then that's a problem. Yeah, I think this is something you need to talk about and.
I don't think talking's going to work.
So he's not into the foreplay. He doesn't want to kiss.
Well, how good
he wants to choke her out. He only wants butt sex. That's a recipe.
If it looks like a duck and it sounds like a duck,
is he killing small animals?
I mean, he's probably fucking other men.
applies.
I'm sorry, Rachel, but
we don't have a good answer for her.
I would just ask him if he's gay.
I'd call him out. I'd say call him out on it.
He could become your best girlfriend.
Probably
and
not.
And you can enjoy anal sex on the side.
I mean, that's not going to do anything for her.
Yeah.
And you can't do anal sex on the side. You can only do anal sex on the back. I don't know if you knew that or not, but...
No, if you're really flexible.
Yeah.
Or really long.
They could be gymnasts.
And really committed to pulling it off.
That's the triple Lindy cowboy right there.
Okay, moving right along.
Page 7 of the Kama Sutra says...
Samantha in Florida.
Sam!
This is a debate that I've had with several men in the past, and I'm curious to hear what all of you have to say. If a guy is dating someone exclusively or married, is it okay for him to go to a strip club and get a lap dance? For those of you who have not been to a strip club, not only does a lap dance consist of naked women grinding in front of the guy, but they often touch the guy all over, and the guy can often touch, lick, fondle the girl as well. And how do you feel about
She's never been to a strip club.
The best part of this,
if that's what she thinks going on in a lap dance, she has no idea what the fuck she's talking about. Can we skip to the next question?
No, literally,
she obviously has no idea what's going on.
I would prefer that guys didn't go to strip clubs if I'm dating them, but if they do, I would only want them to look and not touch and not get touched in any way, because I do consider that cheating. What do you think?
Yeah, there's not a single strip club on this earth, and I've been to many, that allow you to touch the women.
Without paying.
Yeah, not without paying. You're not paying for a lap dance.
Yeah.
Well, on the ones at Cocoa Beach, you can touch.
You can touch 'em.
You can't touch directly on the breasts. You cannot touch the puss, but you can touch the ass.
I finally went to one for his birthday.
Yeah, there's no licking.
He had his hand on her thigh, and I was like, no.
Yeah, no. Most reputable strip clubs. Now, if he's going to like the Players Closet, which is like Tim's double wide trailer, while Tim's wife is at work, that's not a real strip club. That's just a whorehouse.
That's a sugar shack.
Yeah.
Old school sugar. I have a friend that lives right behind.
Right behind Sugar Shack. Yeah.
But if a girl is dancing on you, if you're getting a hard on with this girl right in front of you dancing on,
you're gonna get
cheating.
You're gonna get a hard on it. Look, I get a hard on
if another woman's giving my man a hard on. That's cheating to me.
Okay, I get a hard on whenever the breeze blows in a certain direction. Does that mean I'm cheating on her with the wind?
The breeze doesn't have a half naked
Am I
chick
fucking
in front
all
of
the
you.
colors of the wind? Is that what's going on here?
All right, so the question is for the guys. So we're going to answer this, but we're going to answer this honestly.
Okay.
To me, a strip club is not cheating. What's cheating is the intention to deceive your spouse in the intention to get sexual pleasure. That's cheating. A strip club is entertainment. Granted, it's provocative entertainment, but to me, it is not cheating. The rumors of some of the stuff that woman obviously has heard are not true. Some strip clubs you can touch, but it is all, there's bouncers that monitor what's going on. You cannot touch in inappropriate places, even if the girl gives you permission to. You can't do that. Now, if the place is shady and you're able to get a blowjob or something like that back behind in the VIP room or something, that's different. That's prostitution. That's illegal, and that's obviously not a good thing.
Right.
The majority of strip clubs, in fact, as Jay said, the majority of strip clubs you can't even touch. Here in Brevard, you can touch, and the girls have pasties on, they have panties, they're not fully nude. There's a lot of rules.
Oh yeah, there's no
it.
fully nude lap dance. Yeah, no, there's
Not
no
here.
such thing as that.
She had her nipples on my face.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, it's
You're a
different.
girl.
It's different when a woman gets a lap dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's a dude, yeah, they are clothed.
Gross.
Matter of fact, most states don't even let the women go bottomless. Like in New York, I learned that if a strip club can go full nude, but they cannot serve alcohol if they do.
But you know what
Mons
they do
Venus.
need is deodorant.
In Ybor City.
Really bad. Really bad. They need deodorant.
You had a bad experience. So the one time Andrea took me to a strip club, the two girls that came over to us to kind of entertain us they were the B shift.
Well, that's what you get when you have dirty whores.
Yeah, they were. They were not. They were not the
Why
good
do
ones.
people give them dollars and not deodorant?
Because I don't go to the strip club with a pocket full of deodorant.
I mean, for me, like getting up the nerve to actually go with him was enough, and then I was just like, really?
What strip club did you go to? Oh, no, it's
Lido's.
probably not better.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
The limo
they're
driver
not a
took
sponsor.
us.
Yeah. It's just no. Okay, so
I was just being a good girlfriend.
yeah, again, lap dances are not what you described. That is borderline prostitution.
Right.
Me personally, I hate strip clubs anyway. If I wanted to go see a woman dance in front of me naked and not fuck her, I'd just get married again.
But
yeah, no, it's not. Look, a lap dance.
Is it a waste of money?
Yeah,
That's kind of what I want to say. Now, it's one thing if you're out and your, dickhead of a friend buys you a lap dance, and whatever, fine, sure, but I mean,
I have a scenario for you guys. We'll see what you guys think.
Go for it.
This is for James and Jay.
For the record, though, I don't think it's cheating. I think you're reading way too much.
Yeah,
into it.
I don't want to go to any bar. I mean, yeah, there's you can look at some titties, but I don't need to go to any bar where I'm spending $7 for Bud Light.
Yeah,
No, that's true too.
Any lap dance you're getting is not going to amount to anything unless you're somebody that's just going to get excited and blow on your pants or something. But
The night that
if you're
this
that kind of person,
the night that this show airs,
got big problems.
because this airs this coming Thursday, the night that this show airs, my stepson from a prior marriage turns 18. And I've already been talking with his dad. I was never dad in his life. I was always Adam or, stepdad or whatever. However, but I've been talking with his dad, and his dad wants me and his real dad, to take this son out to a strip club. Because that's something that we've talked about doing with him for a couple of years now. Hey, when you turn 18, we're taking you out there. Well, time has now come. Time is not, well, figuratively speaking, of course. So
the time has come.
We're planning on taking his little young punk ass out to one of those clubs in Cocoa Beach.
I like
for his
how I'm
18th
hearing about
birthday.
this now on air.
No, we talked about this.
Take him to a
already.
real
No, I
strip
didn't know
club.
when it was or how it was or
all right,
if
so
y'all
he
even
turns.
plan on doing that.
He turns 18 on Thursday. I don't know if that's going to be the night.
And
we
he
actually
said
go.
I could not go.
No, that's a guy. That's me and Jay. Me and the father and.
Yeah, he
the
knows
son's
how I
thing.
feel about strip clubs.
It's not about you. It's not about him. It's for another kid. Okay, we're not bringing up you guys' stuff on this. We're talking about Adam taking a stepson.
No.
So
he's 18. He's gonna end up going to a strip club for the first time. Anyways, it's a fun, cheap. It's just a cheap thrill.
It's a rite of passage.
Yeah, it's not cheap. It's expensive.
That's like if he's 21. Are you gonna have a problem with Adam buying him his first beer?
What's wrong with the casino boat?
Wait a minute. A beer doesn't give me an erection.
The casino boat's when you turn 18.
Yeah, but that's right.
Gamble at 18.
And if it's his birthday, why can't everybody else go?
I think it is 18 on the gambling boat out here.
Yeah,
I think so.
18, yeah.
You know what? I'll ask his dad. That's up to him. It's up to his dad to tell me who's invited and who's not
Because
invited.
the one time I took you to a strip club, they stunk, and I saw you had your hands on them. So
I washed my hands. Don't worry. So anyway,
All right,
I'm gonna end up taking him out with his dad at some point to go out to a strip club.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be me and his dad drinking beers, paying for all the girls to go take him to the back room, destroy him for 2 hours, and then we'll all leave.
Yeah, it's fun. It gives you.
I'm sure Heather would like that a lot.
Who's Heather? Oh, his girlfriend. No, she's encouraging it.
Yeah, so why can't we go?
No, she doesn't want to go. She's encouraging it though.
All right, last one. It's from Tori in Florida. I live with my boyfriend of 1.5 years. I'm feeling as though the connection between us is not as strong as it was when we met. I know time changes relationships, but in my previous relationship, I received a lot of sexual attention. My ex was always so attracted to me and cared for my well-being.
Stop. Go fuck your ex.
I'm used to that. I liked it, but he doesn't seem interested most of the time. He says I'm beautiful, but it's like he compliments on a loop. You're beautiful and wonderful and I love you, over and over the same thing. I want to hear, God, you're incredibly sexy and I want you now, or I don't want you driving in the snow by yourself. It makes me nervous. I may have put on a few pounds since we met, but I still love the way I look and I think I'm very attractive. Maybe he doesn't? He's great and I appreciate everything he does and says, but it doesn't feel like there's any meaning behind his compliments. They sound rehearsed just to appease me. I don't know what to do. When I ask about it, I sound needy. I don't want to go down that road. We had an emotional relationship during my last relationship because my last relationship lacked an emotional connection. Whew. Ironic. I was unfaithful. I'm not proud of it, but it happened and I can't change it now. He's not as attentive to my sexual wants and needs, and he doesn't seem interested in sex most of the time. Thinking back, I realized I felt the same way in my last relationship, but with the emotional romantic side. Sex was never the problem. Is it me? Is anything ever going to be enough for me, or is it them?
I hate these emails.
Was she drunk when she wrote this?
Stop comparing this to your last relationship. If you want your last relationship, go fuck your ex.
The problem with this, Jay, is these girls are the ones who listen and send these in. This is the problem with this, and we have to tell her she's overcritical. You know what I mean? That's difficult for me because she's the listener.
No. We're on a mission to civilize, good sir. That's what it is. They're the ones that need to listen to this. We're not pandering. This is a real guy's perspective.
She wants to know if what she's doing is
wrong on every level.
He's not telling her
that she's pretty enough. Or
how did it go from I want him to tell me that I'm beautiful or not to drive in the snow? What the
she wants more of a random style compliment other than the compliments that he's giving.
She wants her ex-boyfriend.
No, because her ex-boyfriend, she said, was the same way. She was overcritical and overanalyzing of his compliments and in his stuff. She is just too damn picky. She's looking for the bad. If this guy's giving her nonstop compliments, but they happen to be repetitive, guess what? You're looking for the bad in that. If he's complimenting you, take it. That's great.
You know how many guys don't compliment, period, after the first week?
What if he's not even looking, though? What if he's sitting there playing his game? Oh, yeah, you look beautiful. I love you. Yeah, it's a great outfit. Love you.
That sounds horrible, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
He's saying the same thing. If he's
doing that and you've been with him for a year and a half, that's on you.
He doesn't have to do it with words. He could just do it with actions, too.
Oh, God, I'm trying to think of a constructive way to tell this girl.
Just tell her straight up, man.
James, you're very silent over there.
You know, I'm wondering if she's just, comparing apples with oranges with these two, guys. And, you don't want to expect anything out of this relationship as the last one. But, in a year and a half's time can change things. And, you got to kind of sometimes, different guys have different sex drives, and you might have to, really kind of keep things interesting in the bedroom if you want to get the attention all the time.
Subtly buy him a thesaurus. and highlight the words you want him to
Or
change.
maybe, he's just the kind of guy that's, he's got something working for him, he doesn't need to be creative because he's in a set thing, It's like
complacency again.
complacency
Yeah.
again, yeah.
It's a good
He's
call.
just not inspired.
I didn't think about that.
Got to re-inspire him, and it's just not entirely her fault by any means. But it's it takes.
She could lessen on the criticality of the situation, and then she could also recommend that he
she's
get a little bit more non-complacent.
if she discussed it with him as much as she was thinking about it to herself, that would probably help.
90% of all these problems could be fixed with communication. Just talk to each other.
Absolutely. Well, wait, hang on. We wouldn't have a segment
What if
if
she
people
just
communicated.
walks in and surprises him, like gets
Effectively.
some really cute new lingerie outfit, does her hair a little different, and just walks downstairs?
All right, great. He turned him on
If
for
he
one
just
night
still
and he
says the
fucked your
same
brains
thing
out.
that's different, but maybe if she goes out of her way to be a little different, like if he still doesn't change,
So she's got to go out and buy
Then there's more
lingerie
of
and
a
do something
problem.
different every night, is what you're saying.
if she wants a reaction, maybe she's doing the exact same thing, so he's saying the same thing. So if she wants more, do a little
Complacency
more.
breeds complacency. That's a good point.
That's true.
So if she wants to get a good reaction, do something to get a reaction. If he still doesn't, then that's a bigger problem.
Fix that crack in the windshield of his car. That might be.
Hey, move those cinder blocks.
Babe. Hey, babe, rotated your tires. Hey, sexy.
Now, if she's out there doing it in lingerie, I mean,
Well, then the neighbors will see. I'm in for that.
he could be
wanna,
in the garage.
You want to go change my oil and laundry out there? Sweet.
All right, that's the end of the diary, guys.
Good questions. Very, very good questions this week, Andrea. Thank you.
The end.
All right.
Finn.
All right, let's wrap it up for the week. James, we're going to wrap up the show. Do you know where you guys are going to be? Do you want to plug where your gigs are or anything?
Oh, hell.
Milliken's on Friday.
That's
Are
right.
they really going to be at Milliken's?
Yep.
Yeah.
What time are you guys out
I'm
there?
a diehard fan.
Milliken's Reef 6 to 10.
6 to God damn it! I got to get Josh. I'll have to get Josh early
Hey,
that night.
hey, Andrea, is James going to be anywhere with the rest of Hopping?
And
I didn't say I was a stalker.
also, Thursday is a new place called the Tailgaters Tavern.
It's down in Melbourne,
Playing,
right?
yeah, a new place down there, 7 to 10 we're playing.
Ooh, maybe we can go down to that one. I don't know if I'll be able to make it out.
What
to
day
the
is that one?
Friday.
Thursday.
Thursday.
That's Thursday. Milliken's is Friday. Tailgater
could.
Tavern is Thursday.
Milliken's on Friday. All right, so 6 to 10. I'm gonna have to. I got to go get my son over in Orlando, but I want to come out there and see you guys. That'd be a
Yeah, we'll
blast.
pick
Come see
Alyssa up at her thing, drop the kids off, and head right over.
it. All right, I like it. I like that.
It's a date.
Cool. Jay, where are you gonna be?
Next Wednesday, that is January 25th, I will be hosting the comedy show at Florida Discount Music. That's Wednesday night, 8 o'clock on the corner of US 1 and Babcock Street.
Nice.
It's going to be a pretty good, potentially a pretty good lineup. We haven't even done the signups yet. But it's always a good show. It's a fun place over at Open Mics in Florida Discount Music. Mike De La Chapa is the owner. He's always a great dude.
Yeah, there was an interview. What was it? Florida Discount Music? That's open mic. Wait.
Open Mics is the coffee shop inside Florida Discount
Okay.
Music. Yeah.
Because Ray interviewed the owner. I guess
Yeah.
was it that guy?
Mike.
Was it
Yeah.
Mike?
That's why it's
Okay.
called Open Mics. It's Mike.
That's cute.
I don't know if it's M-I-C
Open
or
mic.
M-I-C. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's good. That was a cool interview too. On that's Gallows Humor Podcast, by the
Yeah.
way, down for Ray Burrito's show. Yeah, very cool. Are you going to do any of the open mics that they've got down in Melbourne? Any of the shows? I know Ray's got a couple coming up here soon.
Yeah, I don't have anything on the books.
Do you, as professional, not usually go to the open mics? Because isn't that more like amateur hour?
I do. It's not that it's amateur hour. No, it's a great place. Like I love. All right, here's a little plug. The Standard Collective in Oak Alley Art District has a great show up, sign up, open mic comedy night every Tuesday actually. And it's a great place to go. It's a really cool crowd. It's a different crowd than you normally see at most comedy shows.
Oh, cool.
Tony, the owner of the place, is phenomenal. He's real supportive. His girlfriend's always there, and I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. But they're both really great. They're really supportive of the comics. Christian Moore runs and hosts that one. And I love the open mics because that's where I go to work out new stuff, or if I want to dust the dirt off of
Hone your craft.
dust off some older stuff that I haven't done in a while. Those open mics are crucial. I mean, I don't do as many just because I am booked on other shows typically.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't shy away from like a free showcase or an open mic at all. No.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't typically announce an open mic that I'm going to be at just because it's a last minute thing if I'm going normally.
Sure. Yeah.
But no. Open mics are crucial. It's like going to the gym and working out. You need a gym. You know what I mean? It's a good place to go work out some new stuff. You never know if something's club ready, unless you're working on it somewhere else first.
Oh, very good call. Well, cool. All right, let's wrap it up. You can see us on Living Podcariously's Facebook page, so facebook.com/livingpodcariously. Check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play Music, any of the podcast locations. I think I got us registered with iHeart as well now, so any of the iHeart stations out there for podcasts should be able to search for us on there.
And you can listen to us on Thursdays at 8 p.m. on Podcast Radio Network.
Very nice. Yeah,
Are we changing those commercials we did that said Wednesday?
Actually, it's Wednesday and Tuesday. No, it's Wednesday on Podcast Radio Network. No, it's Wednesday. Thursday's our release night. Wednesdays on Podcast Radio Network.
Thursday's the Twisted
Tuesday
10.
is Twisted 10. We
When
didn't
was
do any.
Thursdays?
We didn't do any that said Thursdays.
Shoot, okay.
Thursdays was our release day.
Sorry. Okay. And you can catch us Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on Radio Podcast Network.
Yeah, Podcast Radio Network. Fuck it, we'll leave it in.
Okay.
That cookie's taking hold.
Wednesday, 8 p.m. on
Podcast Radio. All right, no, we're good.
Hey guys, listen to us
got
every
it.
Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on Podcast Radio Network.
You got it. Podcast Radio Network, Wednesdays, 8 p.m. All right?
Perfect.
Okay, good.
Stay classy, San Diego.
Happy New Year.
Lareyne, thank you so much for coming up
happy
here. It was
Martin.
very, very nice meeting you
me.
and getting you on air with us up here. By the way, listen to The Twisted 10, the next episode coming up. I think you guys will rather enjoy that one.
And happy Martin Luther King's Day to all.
Oh, yeah. Good
Sorry
call.
I didn't decorate for it. Usually up on the holidays.
Too many jokes.
How do you decorate for
Too many
MLK
jokes.
Day?
That
You
was
don't ask that question.
Hold on.
Subwoofer somewhere.
As we gather together under this Kwanzaa.
If any listeners have advice on that, send it to us.
Please don't.
James,
Everyone's
thanks for coming up for Living Podcariously as well. Absolutely. All right, guys, have a great week.
That apple did not fall far.
I listen to ska and just about every other type of genre that's out there.
Look, we all listen to ska, but most of us have the decency not to admit it in public.
Yeah, though, that's a good point. All right, so Lareyne's up here. That's cool. We're again, like I said, we're without Tach this week. He has conflicts with work, or maybe it's a booty call with Holly. I'm not really sure why he's out this week, but no Tach this week. We will be having a little bit later in studio stopping by. The guys from Hot Pink are going to stop in. No performance, I don't think. I think they're just gonna come by and hang out and shoot the shit with us. We always invite them in as much as they want to come in.
Everyone's a fan of the Hot Pink.
That's right, Hot Pink Center. Gotta love it. All right, so Andrea did a little bit of research for us when you mentioned that Lareyne was coming up, and I think she found something that we want to do on the show.
I was going to say, I don't think it's much of research, as in a little couples quiz we're all going to take together, since we have two couples in here right now. So,
Is this where we say we already did the quiz and we're just going to ask them for their input?
No, well, we can say it too.
Okay, hang on just 1 second, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not hearing you come in so great. And are you getting a lot of background noise?
Echo like a bitch.
Yeah.
All right, back to the relationship quiz.
Yep, when you're ready.
All right, so we're going to take this so everyone can pick their answers together as a couple.
All right, Andrea, before you start the questions, could you explain how it works? Are they multiple choice or are they...
There are multiple choice questions,
All right.
and you come to a decision together as a couple to answer it.
Okay.
So, you and your partner are taking a walk in the park. One of you spots $50 that fell out of an elderly lady's purse. After discussing the situation, what do you and your partner do with the money? 1. Each of you wants to do something different and can't decide on whether to keep it or give it back. 2. One of you runs up to the woman and gives it to her. 3. One of you stuffs the money in your pocket and acts as if nothing happened.
Okay, so one is we can't agree and we just, I guess, stay there in a frozen stasis because we can't move on from that until we decide.
Yes.
Because that's where it ends. I mean, it just says you can't figure it out and you stay there.
That's like the New York
in memoriam.
thing. That's like the New York thing, dude. I didn't see anything. Nothing happened here.
you
Move
just,
on.
Well, so you just walk away like nothing. Okay, I thought you were just stuck there hovering over the 50. Like, what do we do? And you never move
That could be it.
because you can't make a decision. So you just die there.
Until someone else comes and swoops it up from under you.
Yeah. Okay. That's probably like a chipmunk will probably pick it up or
Yes.
something. And they're like, well, I guess it's out of our hands now. And we walk away. Okay. So I get that.
Adam, what would you do?
I would give it back to the lady.
I would give it back too. So we're give it back.
All right, we're give it backs. What do you guys do?
I don't know. Staying in the same spot for the rest of eternity sounds pretty amazing.
Back.
Oh,
Give it back.
No, I totally give it back.
Okay.
All right.
So next.
I secretly want to take the 50 because I need money.
I always want to take the 50. Yeah, no. If we were discussing it, if we didn't see it fall out of you just walk.
Oh, sure.
You just kind of stumble across a $50 bill. Haha. My comeuppance has arrived.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Number 2. You are friends with another couple. You know that one.
Hi, I'm God. You're listening to Living Podcariously, a mouth hug friendly podcast.
Adam, I want to caress the tip of your dick with the back of my tongue.
You're listening to Living Podcariously, bringing you real men's perspectives, unfiltered, unapologetic, and uncensored. Recorded live in the Living Podcariously studio in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida.
And welcome to Living Podcariously. I'm going to stop saying the numbers of the shows because Tach doesn't like that anymore, so I'll just say welcome. I won't say the number.
45?
Actually, I'm going to say it this time because Tach's not here to give me. Yeah, I think we're on episode number 45. I'm Adam. I'm one of your hosts, and there is no Tach this week, but sitting in his chair.
Actually, it's my chair. I just let him borrow it every week.
Yeah.
But I'm Andrea Joy.
All right, and sitting on the lady Chase.
Oh, hey, it's Jay Alvarez, and I feel like a pretty little princess today.
Hey.
On my leopard print little lady chaise.
And Jay, you brought somebody up in studio with you this week. Who'd you bring?
I did. Not to be outdone by Tach and Holly, who apparently does exist, so I have to eat a lot of crow. Crow is delicious. I hear the ribeye of the sky right next to the sandhill crane.
Ribeye of the sky.
Yeah, quite tasty. A little gamey, but I'm all right with eating crow. Holly, was great having you if you're listening. I'd love to see you again.
She listens all the time. She calls this Tach 101.
That is true. I forgot about that. So yeah, with me is my girlfriend Lareyne, who, unless you want to say something, we'll just be hanging out in the background today.
Hi, Lareyne. Nice to see you.
Hi, thanks for having me.
She exists, Tach. See, she exists. She came in. Jay proved it a lot sooner than you did, Tach. I'm just going to say.
They met her off property. Off property. Yeah, they met her outside of the studio. Yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently you don't really exist until you're in studio, so that's fine. That means there's 12 people in the world? How many people have we had in studio?
That's a good point.
It's like Facebook. It's not official.
Yeah, that's right.
We've seen Lareyne before, though. Lareyne's come out to several of the comedy shows that we've been to see you do performances at, as well as Ray. Mm-hmm. There's a connection there somehow.
Maybe the same mom and dad.
Do we not want to say that? You are Jay's brother, or Jay's sister. You guys are related.
Yes.
As most of you know, my mom's side of the family is from Claxton, Georgia, so this is actually just normal for us. Yes, Lareyne is indeed Ray Brito's sister.
Yep,
yes.
Cool. Yeah.
Friend of the podcast, friend of the world.
You got Lareyne, you got the look side of the family. I'll just tell you that now. You look nothing like Ray, which is a good thing because that might make things really weird for Jay in the bedroom.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, Ray always looked like a gentle lover. So. No, they're siblings because they both listen to ska, though. I was like, yep.
There you go. And making all of their own stuff now, where they'll make their own little 3-inch, 4-inch little figurines.
So I'm getting a 3D printer, I guess.
Oh.
Ooh.
Merry Christmas, Jay.
Well, that old lady isn't getting her $50 back. That just went to the 3D printer.
It's okay. Christmas is 343 days away, so you got time to save up for it.
Why do you have that number on the top of your head?
I don't even know if it's right.
Asians, check our math. Oh, no, I feel bad with that. Oh.
All right, number 4. The holidays are coming up.
Wait. So where what was that? Where are we on that answer, though?
Oh, I thought you're going to get her. She gets to pick.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You let her pick a present.
Whatever you want. You're so pretty.
Aww.
Whatever you want.
We're seeing a whole nother side of Jay up here in studio. I'm just saying. So, side question for you, Lareyne. Do you listen, or have you, and I assume you probably listen to your brother's show. You've listened to his show a lot.
Yeah.
Have you listened since you started dating Jay? Have you started listening to Living Podcariously and the Twisted 10 to get the J101 type, personality traits behind the scenes?
I'm going to walk out on this one. Here you go.
I actually have been listening since Ray was on the show. That's the first time
cool.
I've heard of the show, and I've been listening since. But
It does help.
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah.
I listened.
Yeah,
I found out a lot of stuff I did not need to know.
When when our personalities really portray themselves on these shows, it does kind of help you learn a lot about your guy or your girl or whatever before really getting to know them in person. But all right, just wondering.
All right, number 4. The holidays are coming up. Each one of your families wants to see you. One of you doesn't want to be on the road the whole day. How do you decide which family to spend the holiday with?
Oh God.
1. You split up and visit each of your families separately. 2. You decide not to spend the holidays with either side and spend it together alone. 3. You visited one family last year and now you're spending the holiday with the other side. 4. One of you doesn't like your in-laws, so you think you should just visit your family. 4. This is a tough one. You can't decide.
This will be the first set of holidays you guys have dated. When did you guys start dating?
almost 2 months ago.
2 months ago? So you went through the holidays
Yeah.
together?
Yeah,
Okay.
we did, but we both did our own thing.
Well,
It was still new.
Kind of a new
Yeah.
relationship, yeah.
This question sounds like the families are far apart. Ours are really close, so
Yeah, my whole family lives in Brevard. Yours, for the most part, is between here and Palm Beach, isn't it? Yeah.
so we'll say that they live far, so you have to like plane or drive.
I'm the type. My optimal thing would be we spend it with your family 1 year, we spend it with my family the next year, and then the third year we spend it by ourselves. And we just
100%
kinda-
agree.
No,
100
yeah, like a 3-year rotation. It's like our holiday, then their holiday, then her holiday.
If one of those options wasn't have both families come to my house, then I would go with that option as well. I
One or the
don't
other?
remember all the choices, but yeah, I'd go 1 year one family, the next year the next family, etc.
Everyone agrees on that?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Number 5. One of you gets a huge promotion at work and has to relocate. The other can't move because it will end up in a big pay cut. Each of you doesn't want to give up your job. What do you do? If the people in that couple had an affair, do you tell the spouse that his or her partner had an affair? Number 1. One of you wants to tell the spouse and the other doesn't. Number 2. We talk to the spouse having the affair and encourage him or her to come forward about it. Number 3. We tell him or her because we would want them to do the same. Or number 4, we keep it to ourselves because they are both our friends.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is a novela question. This is every Latino actually lives for this moment.
I would want to tell. What would you do?
Personally, it's not my business. I would leave it the hell alone. I wouldn't bring it up to either one of them. Even if like my boy was the one who cheated on his girl, I'd be like, dude, good on you, but whatever. Just maybe not good on you, but that's your business. I don't need to know about that. That's between you and her.
So where one of us wants to tell and one doesn't.
I probably wouldn't get involved either.
You'd stay out of it?
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I don't think I would want to get in that mix. That's just you're starting problems. I would never tell the person who got cheated on. You know what I mean? I'd never tell the girl like, "Hey, your boy kind of did something on the side." Well, unless I was trying to hook up with her. Well, hang on a minute. Maybe this just changed
Wait,
the game
no,
a
you
little
already
bit.
have someone. You're not hooking up with someone else. It's a
okay.
relationship quiz.
I gotcha.
Jay?
I mean, I don't want to tell them either, but not because I don't want to get involved. I just want to watch the drama unfold. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
A live Maury Povich show.
So
right
you're
now.
one of you wants to tell, one doesn't?
Like, I don't know. Well, she doesn't want to tell them. I don't want to tell them, but I want to keep it to myself for nefarious reasons. It has nothing to do with, I don't want to get involved. And like, I would passive aggressively mention things, you know what I mean?
All right,
Just to kind of egg on an argument.
To yourselves. Gotcha. Number 3. You have extra money in the budget this month, and each of you wants to buy something with it. You don't have enough money to buy both things, so who buys what they want first? Number 1, you fight over it for days and finally decide who gets to buy what he or she wants. Number 2, one of you gets something all the time, so why should this time be different? Number 3, we figure out who bought something last and give the other person the chance to buy what he or she wants. Or 4, we both decide to wait until we have enough money to get both things.
We buy her pop toys.
That's a tough one too. I would probably go with we wait till we have money to buy something together.
I agree with you.
I would kind of lean towards maybe I got the last thing, so why don't you get yours? But I think I'd be leaning more towards.
And I would just get what you wanted because that's the kind of person I am.
Aw.
So we'll wait.
I'd agree with that, but I can't turn down some pop figures.
Yeah, I'm getting her pop figures.
What are,
Alright, so she
wait a
gets
minute,
it.
what are pop figures?
Like they are the bobblehead of the future, sir.
Really?
Yeah, they're like little vinyl action figures. Here, you explain it.
They don't bobble.
No bobbles?
They're just little like plastic toys. They make them for all sorts of different pop culture.
Oh, cool.
Like
Can you like,
films, TV shows.
is that what I see everybody that's buying the 3D print?
1, you really don't know what to do. 2, you decide to relocate because you know it's important to your partner. 3, the one who received the huge promotion turns it down since if the other loses his or her job, it will cancel out the pay increase anyway. Or 4, live separately and have a long distance relationship.
Definitely no to long distance.
That's the same thing Andrea said
No to
earlier to
that.
that. Yeah, no to long distance.
Yeah, that was the easy one to cut out. Well, considering we have kids and stuff, it's going to be harder for us to decide anything. So I really don't know what to do on this one. I would pick number 1. Don't really know what to do.
The big promotion is a difficult one because if it helps the family, in our situation, if it helps the family, then I'd say, you know, the person that's not getting the big promotion, that's a difficult thing to do
But
too, though.
with the kids, with their
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Other
thing would be
parents.
how big is the raise? Because I mean, yeah, their one option says that the promotion and the pay cut would counteract each other, but what if like one of us is now making $1 bajillion a year? Then
Yep.
at that point, yeah, I'll stay at home and yeah, sure, I don't care. We're
What
making
was-
a shit ton more money.
Well, Adam won't stay at home and cook.
We're
Adam will
nobody
stay home
else.
and play video games.
Damn right. If it's significant enough of a raise that you're about to make where I can be the stay-at-home dad, I'll move to fucking Timbuktu. I'll be there.
But you
But,
have to clean and cook.
Yeah. If it's a good enough raise that we can hire a maid
No,
and I
no,
can
no.
move to play video
I'm
games.
not working all the time while you sit on your ass playing video games.
Oh, so now it's about me? I see
That's
how this
not
is working.
happening.
I see what's going on
No,
here.
if you got the big raise, and
Mommy,
stayed
Daddy,
home,
I don't like it when you fight.
I would do all the cooking and cleaning. We wouldn't hire a maid. It's a
Well,
waste of money.
You'll be working 9 to 5. You can come home and still do it. It'll be all right. No, that's a difficult one. That's
So we don't know what to do on that one.
I would probably say what's the most cost effective, like what would allow us to live a more comfortable lifestyle. Like if it would be between the one who gets a raise. We either move where the raise is if it's financially beneficial. If we're going to end up breaking even, then we might as well just stay where we are because we're breaking even.
yeah, agreed. I don't know what to choose for that then.
So
Andrea,
yeah, if you don't know what to do, you decide to relocate because it's important to your partner. So that must mean their job's really important. They love it. Or the one who received the huge promotion turns it down since, oh no.
wasn't there an option that says I don't know?
Yeah, I'm going to
This
go
is
with
too
I don't
hard-
know.
too
Yeah,
hard to decide?
There's
No.
more variables.
Okay. All right. Number 6. An ex contacts one of you and you see nothing wrong with having a friendly relationship with him or her. The other is not sure about it and feels threatened. What do? Note, you must decide on what each of you would do if you were in this situation. Number 1, you are not sure what you would do or you can't decide on only one of the above choices. Number 2, you would never talk to your ex again no matter if she or he contacts you. Number 3, you stand your ground and assure your partner that it means nothing. Number 4, you back out of a friendly relationship and tell the ex to leave you alone.